Christian, you're this.
What?
Christian.
I can hear that though.
I can hear that.
And we're back. Welcome to Hooligan Sports episode 16. Post technical difficulties,
Yeah, we got
post problems, post issues.
You guys,
DJ's
we're live
here.
right
we've been away for so long
We forgot how
that
to
we
do
forgot
this.
even how podcasts work.
How-
We
where,
forgot that we have to have the microphones on
where does a mic plug in?
before. Like that's how long it's been. It's like, wait, did we
Right.
turn the
Not
mics
this
on
one.
prior?
It's been a while since we've had the podcast.
Yeah.
Doing it so bad.
Wait.
In a while.
Does the soundboard work?
Let's
Do we
check
know-
it out.
do we
Check it
know?
out.
I think it works.
Yeah.
I think
it
so.
works.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Are you guys getting that?
I
cool
can
out?
hear it.
I mean, it's been a while. Can you play my favorite soundboard music?
The only way we can truly tell if the soundboard's working.
I hear that loud and clear.
It's not an episode without that soundboard. That particular clip
Clearly
being used.
coming in.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Just like Rico's friend Crystal that he was in jail for. He went to jail for. Guys, welcome. Episode 16.
Shout out, Rico.
Will Smith episode.
Hideo Nomo,
Andre Ethier episode.
Marcel Dion.
Man, you just took
He
all
took
the
his-
good
yeah, he
ones
can't
from
take
the...
his.
yeah.
Bam!
Don't
Coming
trust
hot.
him. Don't trust him. He's a snake. Paulo Duca.
Hey.
Paul Gasol. Bustos, you still didn't get one in the second time either.
Yeah, I know.
If you guys missed our mute version of this, we
It was fun.
had good players we were naming off except Bustos. And he
That's
had
true.
redemption right now and
But wait, we forgot the best 16 of all right now.
Marcel?
Jared Goff. Come
Wow.
on. How do you
How
guys
could we
forget
forget?
that?
God.
Tommy's gonna be mad
I know
at
that
us
was Tommy's
for that.
assignment, but unfortunately Tommy's out right now.
He's on the
Um,
IL.
He's recovering from his fantasy draft last night.
It was
I know
serious
it's
business.
I know it's an extremely
Serious
It's a wild night at
And-
Buffalo Wild
activity.
Wings.
We'll have one between us and the fantasy
Maybe
football.
not as fun as the Buffalo Wild Wings.
No.
Yeah,
Well, we're
probably
planning to
not.
have a fantasy football draft between us.
We
And-
might-
and
I
maybe,
mean, if
and
there's no lemon
maybe-
pepper wings from Buffalo Wild
We
Wings,
might
this is
split
really
an
fun.
8-piece from Little Caesars together between the
Yeah,
fair
6
enough.
of us.
Yeah.
But what it might be, Josh, it might be what?
we might be including some of our fans to join us.
Ooh, snap.
I like the random appearance
I
of the
said it.
A10 word glitching in.
Right?
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
But guys, welcome. Thank you for coming back. We've had a very nice vacation, doing such things as sleeping on a Saturday night. Crazy.
Last Saturday night was
Activities.
sleepy.
What did
for
I
sure.
do?
I don't know. What was happened the last 2 Saturdays?
Apex Legends win.
Three Saturdays we've missed, right?
2.
2?
Too.
I can't tell.
We would never go 3 without seeing you guys. We love you guys too much.
Shout out to Hannah, Rico, and our buddy Raymond Montoyer.
Damn, that guy's sick.
Raymond
dude.
Montoyer, friend of the podcast.
That guy's sick with it. dude.
Friend
Good
of the
guy.
podcast. Trust
Yeah.
him.
Great guy.
Trust,
Trust him.
Thank you for trusting him. He appreciates your trust.
Hashtag trust Raymond.
So
Yeah, Hooligan Ray will talk to Ray
I mean,
Montoyer.
seems like we missed a lot the last 3 weeks.
We did,
Yeah.
guys. We can start off with Dodger news. How about we do that?
So basically, last time we talked, it was the week before the trade deadline.
Oh my God, who are we gonna get? Who are the Dodgers
Oh,
gonna
dude,
get?
did we finally make that big trade at the
Are we gonna
deadline?
get
like
Felipe
I've asked for?
Vasquez?
Did we get Syndergaard Bustos?
Hey, did we get Stroman?
Did we get Bumgarner?
Hey, did we get the other Will Smith?
Did
Oh,
we
yeah.
get
We
Tony
got-
Watson?
Did we get?
We got-
Did we get oh boy Vasquez?
We got 2 players.
Oh my God, who is it?
Well, I guess
I
it's
can't
better
wait to
than
hear about
nothing.
Tell me,
this
tell me,
one.
tell me,
Oh,
tell
did
me,
we
tell me,
fill
tell
up
me,
my
tell me, tell me,
balloon?
tell me, tell me.
We got Jed Garkle.
So we definitely didn't
Jerko.
fill up my
Who?
balloon.
Jerko.
Jed Jerkoff.
Jerkoff.
He didn't.
Who was?
He's
San Diego Padres legend.
Jed Jerkoff.
St. Louis Cardinals legend.
Sheesh.
And he's still on the IL until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, till tomorrow.
Yeah,
And
he's
then we
like-
got
our,
Adam Kolarek.
Yeah, left-handed
Adam
relief pitcher.
Adam Polaroid, dude.
Polaroid.
That's it.
Polaroid.
Adam
picture?
Kodak moment.
Yeah, that's it. Adam Kodak.
Well, if you look at that trade deadline, the trade deadline was just stupid,
So-
ridiculous.
Bustos and I, we have a group chat, which we mentioned several times. That was the Bustos and Ray day. We went off for like hours about that
Everybody in the
deadline.
group chat was like, "Yo,
Mute.
I gotta turn my phone off for
Mute.
a second." You
Notifications,
guys
yeah.
are at it with each other.
Bruh, we just I just had it with Friedman not doing anything. And Bustos is like, Freed made the right choices. I said, another year where I'm right, where we don't get the top piece we need.
Well, wait. We've always
Now,
got the top
Ray
pieces.
was like
No, we have
parades
not.
over prospects. Boosters was like prospects are
over
life.
Yeah, prospects life, faux life.
What do you
But
mean?
the thing is, we both came to the conclusion because we'll spare you all the
Drama.
nuances. Yeah, the Ray and Bustos brain, the attack of the brains. But
Clashing.
yeah, seriously.
And that was honestly, that was just one of you guys had 2 good ones this.
Yeah, we had 2
past
good
couple
ones.
weeks.
Yeah.
The other one was the heart of the team.
Yeah,
debate.
heart of the
Yeah,
team
we'll
debate.
talk about that
We'll
later.
get into that one in a little.
But long story short,
These guys go at it.
we basically agreed that the Dodgers ultimately had a good deadline and maybe the one that'll push us into a championship. Because every other year we've coughed up guys, and again, guys that we at the time were like, oh my God, how can you give up Willie Calhoun? And no one's going to Texas to go see Willie Calhoun. So,
And nothing happens.
point taken. And my other argument was we don't get the number 1 guy, or we get the guy we don't need. This time we didn't do either. We didn't get someone that was crazy. We got depth. We got a lefty, and we didn't sacrifice anything, and that was a big thing because everybody wanted Vasquez, but they were asking for who? We were asking,
They're asking
for
for
Will
Gavin
Smith.
Lux.
asking for the entire franchise.
So they're asking for
like,
2 of the top 4 prospects, which of
Will
Gavin
Smith.
Lux, Will Smith, Dustin May, and Calvert Ruiz. And if you look at it now,
They also
two
wanted-
2 of the 4 are actually contributing to this team.
And in a big way.
Yes.
Dustin May had his first win this week,
Sure.
a dominant win on both ends of the baseball field.
I wish that he was starting again tomorrow,
Yeah.
but I think they're starting to see if he could come out of the pen. So they're going to start Tony Gosselin tomorrow.
and
then come out.
Gonsolin
tomorrow,
deserves
guys.
it.
Calendar day.
I want to say that Gonsolin
He looked great. Against,
doesn't get, he looked
Cardinals.
fantastic against Cardinals. He keeps getting disrespected, and
He's supposed
our-
to start on Sunday, I
Yeah,
believe.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
yeah.
Our buddy Steve, Moneyball Steve, friend of the podcast,
Not my
is a
friend.
huge. I know.
Savage boost
Is a friend.
references.
Is a friend of most of the podcast. Has a big has a big thing for Gonsolin, and mark his words, told me that Gonsolin will be on our playoff roster
I
and
do.
make a big difference. And I hope he's right. Hope
mean-
Gonsolin is a difference
I
maker
mean-
because he's a nice guy.
Ray, you're not the only person I fought over prospects this week.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This last 3
Who
weeks.
else did you fight? Nick
Our
Coletti?
friend Ron
Coletti.
Cervenka.
Oh, what?
You're fighting with everyone.
First thing I'm hearing about is Freeman or die squad.
No,
over
no,
here.
we're talking about the trade deadline and who the Dodgers should trade. I said you should trade Calvert Ruiz and Josiah Gray.
You talked to Cervenka in person?
No, we're just another
This
Twitter.
is a Twitter
Okay.
spat.
So what did
Twitter
my,
beef.
my good friend Ron Cervenka say?
I like Cervenka, so he's all of our friends.
Oh, okay, we're good. We're good.
He's a friend of the
Cervenka,
podcast for sure,
Yeah.
Love you, Ron.
Yeah, we love
Hope
you,
you're
Ron.
well.
We were saying, he said, that will be, he'll say, basically, sure, it will be wrong for the Dodgers to trade him because he will become
Josiah Gray.
Josiah Gray will become a Cy Young winner.
Wow.
And I told him, that was a bold statement, and I don't.
That is bold.
Yeah.
However, I will give the fact that Ron is really good
Yeah.
at reading prospects. Has
Well,
been
Ron's
for decades.
great. He's one of the few who
He's
goes to
got a
Rancho
pulse on the
Cucamonga's.
farm system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes to Rancho all the time, watch these guys. He knows. And I agree, Cy Gray is going to be a great player, but it's too early to say a player is going to be a Cy Young candidate.
So before everybody was on Puig back in 2011, 2012,
Yeah.
Ron got me onto Puig, and that's
Yeah.
just why I'm such a huge Puig fan because of Ron. I've been on Puig since he was with the Quakes in
Yeah.
Chattanooga. I want to say Chattanooga.
Yeah, it was Chattanooga.
Because
Because
he-
he go to AAA.
In single A, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Like no, he
never
started.
went to
So
He
He
started-
started, yeah, he started with the
signed
Quakes
his
for a
deal-
small
signed-
time.
Signed his deal with the Dodgers.
Yeah, he was with the Quakes a very small
Reported
time.
Straight to single A
Yeah,
Rancho.
yeah, and then went to Chattanooga and had most of his time in Chattanooga. Now I remember, Ron was telling me watch this guy Puig, and I was excited to see him, and he was right. Puig was a perennial
Yeah.
not perennial all-star, but arguably a perennial all-star. A big team guy, big bat, and so Ron has a good idea for it. And I think it's always interesting how we'll all go to however many games over our lifetime, all of the team in a similar amount, and we'll all have different ideas on what's good for
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool
I
part about it.
definitely agree with. If Cervenka is probably pretty good of players, who should we keep and who should we trade? He definitely says, and I agree. A couple of these players you should trade, but sometimes it's tough when you see all these good players and you don't know who's going to be good or not. Still,
Yeah.
so yeah, basically back to the whole trade deadline.
They made a good.
I mean, Pittsburgh wanted Gavin Lux and either Calvert Ruiz or
That's way too much.
And
And,
you were
or
saying Will
Dustin May.
Smith, too.
And
They
Will
wanted
Smith.
Will Smith.
And that was the
Gavin
big-
Lux,
that was the big
Ruiz,
argument.
And
May.
everyone was saying Trade
Diamond
it. Do
club
it. Do it.
seats.
So you want to trade Will Smith,
But
who
no.
is now one of the best catchers in baseball bat-wise this year.
That's not what it was. What we said was we didn't know, it's because it was right at like noon or 1 o'clock, whatever it was. We were saying, wow, we didn't do anything. Why would we trade these guys? We didn't know that Will Smith was the big
of the
name they
names.
kept pulling, and that's what was okay. Well, if they wanted Will Smith, then we're not gonna make a trade. And look what Will Smith has done.
Yeah, but
He's unreal.
Yeah, but everyone's saying, "Oh, just do it no matter what." Well, you could not give up Will Smith.
No, he's an untouchable.
And we were talking
Truly.
about this weeks beforehand. Everyone says, give 2 to 4 prospects, top prospects. This was before Will Smith was called up and took Austin Barnes' job.
Exactly.
Basically,
Where's Austin Barnes at?
he's actually getting pretty decent in AAA right now again.
Also,
Oklahoma City.
The Austin
picks-
Barnes revenge tour is currently.
Yeah, Oklahoma
Small little note also, if we're seeing some people here new to the podcast, if you're new to the podcast and you subscribe, you get to spin our prize wheel. And today we are giving away these exclusive, you can't buy them, they're only giveaway shirts, Certified Hooligan. As you can see, as our Silver Surfer here is wearing.
I like what Kev. Welcome, Kev.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Chandra, Hannah,
You would've done me-
Enrico. What's up, guys?
Kev, I would have done May and Ruiz for Vasquez and Harvey. I wouldn't do it.
The only thing I like about Vasquez is that 3 years of team control.
Yeah,
and
that's very big.
He's extremely consistent, and in this day and age, for relieving to have that type of consistency, 2-time All-Star, that's a solid get. I mean, I'm not saying he's the next Mario Rivera or nothing like that,
But if you look at relief pitching, there's not many good relief pitchers who
No.
consistent. Everyone complains, yeah, Jansen's not pitching elite, not pitching like he used
but
to.
he's been over the last 8 years. He's been
Yeah.
consistent.
solid as
yeah,
hell.
but look at the top relief pitcher now. Name 2 of the top who are the 2 top relief pitchers who hasn't blown many saves? Cleveland's pitcher and Brad Hand.
Yeah, who's solid.
And Will Smith from San Francisco.
Yeah.
The rest has blown saves. Look at how bad Hader has been this year.
Thank
Look how
God.
bad had Doolittle has been.
Racist hater.
Look, Doolittle and Hader in this last game this afternoon, this evening, both blow saves in a game,
Yep.
in the same game.
And that was right before the deadline, too.
Right, no, today.
Oh, today? Oh, today,
So
too?
Washington
Damn,
played
dude.
Milwaukee. Hader blew a game. Later that same inning, Doolittle blew a game, or one was vice versa.
No, Doolittle blew the game,
Yeah.
and then Hader
Blew the game.
blew the game.
So look how volatile relief pitching gets.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I mean, again, I think that the fact that it went a new direction that we didn't think they were even going to go, maybe a sign.
And-
we need to change something up. We need this win this year,
And-
man. We can't lose this World. This is ours to lose. This championship.
And
this year.
no one thought Destiny would be coming in looking this good.
No one.
I mean, I did pick him as my sleeper pick for this year.
You did.
At the start of the season, but I didn't.
Humble brag.
Yeah, it was a humble brag.
Booster Damas.
That's how
Too many
Bruce-
redheads on one team equals scary stuff.
Scary-
Kev's
sca-
getting ready for Halloween.
Scary
man.
stuff for the National League and the American League.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean,
and
you're
it
not
looks
wrong.
like, can we just talk about how great Cody Bellinger is? I know we've talked about it all year, but dude's at 41 home runs now.
Tied with Trout with the most home runs in baseball.
Trout tied him again.
Last night.
Like a couple hours
It's,
later.
it's like the old Michael Jordan commercial.
Anything
Everything
I
you
can
do,
do,
I
I
can do better.
Yeah, so great. But
Except make
this
the
guy
playoffs.
is. I mean, Mike Trout.
Oh,
Mike Trout.
Belly too, though.
That's
Oh,
great.
what's going on, Angels? How you doing? But Mike Trout, I mean, is on pace to be the greatest baseball player of all time, even better than Willie Mays himself, right? And
And always miss the playoffs.
I think it's hilarious that we're sitting here watching this guy bat 320, 41 home runs, the elite play, the play he made tonight against Atlanta, that play where he catches it with the bottom pinky part of his glove, that no one else would make that play and not dive and not fall. He didn't dive and he didn't fall and still made the play.
It's crazy how he's a Gold Glove outfielder and a Gold Glove
First
first
baseman.
baseman.
And he's still hustling.
You know what's the problem is? He might not win the Gold Glove this year because he
the
can
two
move
different
around.
times, yeah, and I can see that.
Hey, this should honestly create a utility Gold Glove because how much
You guys should have seen Ray when Bellinger made that catch today.
Yeah.
That one he's talking about.
Yeah.
He
I lost it.
He jumped on the table.
that was a great catch.
I
looked
literally
like-
started twerking to my
It
type.
looked
by
like
Sweetie.
Oprah just gave him a free car. Like,
You get a
he was-
car. You get a car.
Yeah, he was flipping out.
It was unreal. It was unreal. Nah, all jokes aside, but it was unreal, and it's just another day, another game for him, and we're just so spoiled and blessed by Bellinger right now.
And what he's batting right now with Cody is he's not hitting as good as he was. He's striking out a little too much.
He's
but,
pressing maybe.
But he's still hitting
I mean,
Home runs.
home
yeah.
runs.
He's hitting
Still
home runs,
driving
hitting
them in.
320. It's like
Yeah. It's hard to complain right now about what he still does.
It's amazing. But yeah, keep it up, Belly. Talking about interesting conversation Bustos and I, and all of us had. Heart of the team. What
Heart
do you
and soul.
think?
Heart and
What
soul
do you
team.
think the heart and soul of the team is? And we
And
had a long conversation.
I called Ray delusional for what his comment, quoting on,
Bustos wants to test my patience.
Yeah.
You know.
and I didn't. I was not. I'm not even. I would not take that back. He's delusional for what he said. I think.
Which is ridiculous.
I think it's just his heart,
All right,
his love for.
this is the challenge to the group chat. Who do you think the heart and soul player of the Dodgers is?
Not right now, though.
No,
Well,
not
the
right
last
now.
4 years.
Over the last
5
5
years.
seasons.
Okay, over the last 5
It
seasons.
could be Aegon. It could be anybody. Just for the record,
You're just
I
averaging out the player over the last 5
I
years.
said, and we defined, we came up with the conclusion that me and him define heart of the team as two different things. He defines it as leadership. I define it as
A fan
a
favorite.
sub. No, not a fan favorite. That's what the thing. Fan favorite has to do with it. But a guy that shows up when you need him the most.
Shows
And
up,
that-
yeah,
Clutch?
clutch.
That's clutch. That makes the
Okay.
momentum swinging plays.
Okay,
that
when the guy-
that gets the crowd into it, but not like crowd fan support, but like not like, oh, I have Puig jerseys everywhere.
Because right now that
But-
would be Matt Beatty or Will Smith, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't
No.
consider them.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're saying
I'm
clutch,
talking about
It's right now the heart of
over
the team is
the
Cody
years.
Bellinger.
But
Right now?
okay,
Yeah.
yes, right now, but like over the last years, I'd said it
It's
was
more Kershaw.
undoubtedly Yasiel Puig
It's
because
Kershaw.
Yasiel Puig would go into a game and change the game.
Yeah, and then
Swing of a
also
bat,
so-
and
catch
also
the
not
glove,
hustle,
throw.
and also not make
One
the
season
right
he didn't
throw.
throw, and guess what? He got
Also-
sent to Double-A.
So I don't
And
know if
then
you
he
guys
came
are
back
aware
with
of this, but the
vengeance.
players vote on a Heart and Leadership Award
Yeah.
every season.
And Puig has never come close to winning it.
And this last one was Max Muncy,
Right,
Yeah.
which neither of you guys have named.
right.
Yeah, Max Muncy is
You
underrated.
said JT.
So what
Yeah,
I'm getting,
Tanner
you're
won
both
that.
wrong.
Yeah, right, exactly. But my thing, so feel free, whatever you think. And I said, and I'm thinking of I guess because I played team sports my whole life, especially hockey. I play to this day, and when I see someone that's out there to this day, when I see someone out there blocking shots, going out there, putting his body and mind and energy into the game and sacrificing and influencing the game that way, that's true heart. I don't care about a guy in the locker room going, all right, guys, let's get this, and, having a good season. That's not heart. I mean, he's a great player.
Okay, if he had heart, he would actually show up on time, not drive.
He did.
He
You're
always
talking
show-
about his first season.
first
his
3
2
years. He
seasons.
showed up late
And his
all
last
the
3
time.
years, what did he do?
Hey,
He made it a point
you're
to show up
saying
on time.
5 years he was a heart of the team.
There's an average.
An average of what? That's still 2 years is less than 3. I mean,
So we're talking about 2014
I mean,
after he got his
hey.
fame, after he left a third world country to come play baseball,
oh
never
yes,
had
and
any time in his
congrats.
life.
And
Sorry,
he called
everybody.
me a Puig hitter. Yes, congrats, Puig, for getting your citizenship. And Ray,
You got it? Hey, that's dope. I
And
didn't know
guess
that.
what? If I was a Puig hitter, I wouldn't have him in my fantasy
Wait, do
baseball
you like
team.
him now that he's American?
No, I liked him always. I've had him in my fantasy baseball team.
Edgy, Josh,
I know
edgy.
I know he's a good
Edgy.
He's
player.
an American citizen now. Move on.
No. Okay. So like I said, as you can see, why.
Yes,
Yeah,
Kev,
baby.
I agree with you. He's
I
to
can't
go on.
see the
He's
comment.
in Cleveland. Move on.
Well, yeah,
I-
but we're not talking about Puig right now. I'm just telling you over the average. So who do you think has been the
Well,
most influential on and off the field?
We all know
for
it's
the
Kershaw.
Dodgers?
Kersshaw's been
But
the
Kershaw's also been the biggest
All right.
reason why we're
Choker.
losing the playoffs.
Straight up, Kev, who is the heart and soul of the Dodgers?
We want your answer, Kev,
Same thing,
Hannah.
and Hannah. Hannah, we
even
need to know
Chandra.
which
Yeah,
you
who's
think.
been the last? Not this year, from the past 5 years, past 6 years.
Yeah, you
Man,
can
I
pick
got a
anybody
question.
from
Are you gonna be
2013
singing the
on.
Canadian national anthem
So
this year?
Cam says Justin Turner. I mentioned that
Which
in our comment.
I think it's fair.
She sings the anthem?
She sung the She sung the Canadian national
Who
anthem.
did?
Hannah
Hannah.
Navy.
Where?
She did it for a Kings game last
What?
season.
Hey, that's awesome,
So,
dude.
Christian, you didn't respond to this. You just muted us in this whole group chat.
Yeah, who's the heart and soul?
Yeah, who is the hard show to Dodgers?
I need a
And by
hard
the way,
answer.
my second was Turner.
I said
Actually, I was
Kike.
gonna say, in my opinion, I think it's Justin Turner.
Where
I
do
think
you
it's
rank
Kike.
Puig? Where do you rank Puig in that ranking of hard and soul? Honestly,
Let's see, about 4 in the
Who?
top 5. 4.
Okay,
okay.
that's fair.
Yeah, I was saying he's not even my top 3. I say Chase Utley was more heart and soul of the Dodgers.
I mean, it depends. Honestly, it'd be cool to see what the players themselves say,
Yeah.
because obviously they're there, day in, day out, and I know like they respect Utley a lot, and a lot of the young guys look up to Utley.
But Utley was known as a scumbag in the league for a long time.
Outside
He's
of
our
your team.
scumbag.
Outside of your
Outside of-
team.
yeah.
Outside of your team.
But that's like,
Talking in the clubhouse though, like
it's
how
the
did they
same way
view
Puig
him?
was looked at. Everybody's all, Puig's a scumbag. He's a
But supposedly-
this, he's a that. And then everybody in the
But
team loved him.
I mean, what was that book Molly Knight wrote?
Yeah,
The best team money can buy.
Never get best team money or something like
Something like
Couldn't
that.
buy.
Yeah,
Couldn't buy or something like that.
Can
And
we-
that
can
whole
we
book
bleep
was
out that name, please.
that whole book literally was about stories of the whole locker room being split on their opinion
Yeah.
on Puig. Like Greinke and the rest of the guys hating Puig.
Well, also Greinke's an angry ass, so I don't care what Greinke
and
says.
throwing his luggage in the middle of the
Yeah.
street one road trip and all that kind of stuff. But
And then again, we're talking about
It's a-
early Puig.
It's a great debate because people love Puig and people.
yo, we got a question if this is an Indians
And
podcast.
thank you, Hannah.
All right, so moving on to Corey Kluber.
I guess Kev. Yeah. Right? No, we're gonna talk
Is he
about
coming- where's he coming
Carlos
back?
Santana got 200 career home runs this week.
yeah. Carlos Santana was born in Cleveland. He should have never went to Philly.
Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, right. Francisco
All right,
Lindor's
let's
the
re-
smiliest player in the world.
Reel it back in, guys. Reel it back in.
Kev is my
All right,
favorite
guys.
Puig hater. Sorry, I'm kidding.
I think I'm your biggest Puig, your favorite Puig hater.
Probably are.
I mean,
But you said you're not a Puig hater.
I'm not a
He's
Puig
out of the
hater.
closet.
I just trying to be realistic.
It's so funny. Tyler Naquin. That's so funny.
Get it back. But yeah, so we've been having this ongoing debate on who the heart and soul is, and of course it's all over the place. You got Puigs, you got Turners, you got
Kike,
Kershaws, you
you
got
got Kike.
Kike, you
got-
got.
But I think that other than our personal
Will
our
the
personal
translator?
yeah
I
our
love Will
personal
the translator.
opinions and our personal biases towards certain players, I think that I asked a couple people on Facebook and Instagram. Everybody came to JT, and I think that is a solid choice.
Turner. I think can we all agree on Turner?
Yeah.
I think
Dude,
so.
Can we just put this to rest on Justin Turner's
Yeah.
shoulders?
Yeah.
Justin Turner.
And how about a guy that came in as a depth player?
Right.
Yep.
Tony Cingrani.
No one even knew who he was.
Yeah, 2000,
Tony Cingrani.
2014, he came in. They even signed a major league contract.
Tim LeCastro.
Won the job. Wanted to split the job with D. Gordon. It was
Yep.
the opening they started 2014
Yep.
at second base.
Yep.
Wow.
And D. Gordon was bouncing
You're
around.
getting me out here.
You know what's funny? Fun fact about Tony Cingrani. Hit one of his first losses as a rookie. You know who it was caused by?
What?
Yasiel Puig. All right, we're done.
We came full circle. So I'm honestly gonna say
So,
the winner of this is
Reed.
Christian.
You win. Perfect.
Kevin
he
Reed
stayed out
says,
of it.
"I'm not a Puig hater. I like the guy. I'm a Roberts disliker.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
A Roberts hater.
I
Oh,
don't get me started with the.
the Friedman ran.
I will
Really?
support-
Really, Bustos?
I will
really?
support Roberts.
Really? After all that we've come through with the stupidity of Don Mattingly, you're really gonna say that Roberts?
No,
oh
no.
my God.
I think Roberts the best manager we've had. And
Okay, I was gonna say.
Don
I'm like, are you
Mattingly.
kidding me?
Don
No,
Mattingly
I-
was cancerous to this team.
Hey, don't even get me started of how much people hate Roberts and how much I have to defend him every single time.
The fact that we lost a game this week, the fact that the Dodgers lost a game this week to a team managed by Don Mattingly is an insult to the sport of baseball.
Well, Don Mattingly.
Honestly, we beat up on the Marlins so,
So
bad those
bad.
first two games. It was.
I think
worth
I could have hit a
that
home
third
run
game.
off of them that night.
I don't hate them. I don't hate the Marlins. I feel bad for them and all two of their fans, but really,
Well,
seriously.
and then the
Miami,
whole
get rid of your manager while you can.
The
It's
whole
not-
broadcast
it's
was
not the manager too.
was Joe Davis and Nomar
Yeah.
talking about how quiet it was in
Yeah.
Marlins Park.
yeah.
It's still louder than
Hilarious.
the Anaheim Ducks playoff.
You know what's
games.
funny?
Wow.
You know what's funny?
Hold up. I
How
got you,
everyone
bro.
hated A-Rod when he was at the Yankees,
Yeah.
and everyone loved Jeter, and now it's reverse.
Yeah, everybody
Everyone loves A-Rod,
And hates
but
Jeter.
everyone hates Jeter.
Jeter.
The true personality of a person
Derek
comes out
Jeter.
after the season, after their careers.
Yep.
He's a biracial angel.
Wow.
The other guy,
Other guys
2010.
Just like Ray. He's my
Okay,
personal.
so back. So Dodgers has whooped the Marlins for 2 out of 3.
Because Miami Marlins.
Yeah.
because
We,
Because
we have
Miami.
we won we've won one. We split so far against Atlanta
As of tonight.
as of tonight. Is this series and the next week's series an indication of how the
No.
Dodgers are going to be during October with the Braves and the Yankee series?
well, the Yankee series is
Yeah,
gonna
how
be
about
fun.
we just not right now? Let's not worry about the Yankee series until.
What do you
we
mean? There's
actually play
nothing.
the Yankees,
There's
right?
nothing else to look
Right
at.
We're
now,
excited about the
right
Blue
now
Jays.
the focus is all right. Yeah, we took an L tonight. The focus is on getting the series tomorrow against the
Yeah.
Braves.
Can we just talk about how in the Yankee series it's going to be during Players Weekend? And one, we're not going to get the classic Dodgers versus Yankee
Yeah.
jerseys.
Yes. it
Wait,
is-
it's during players? Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yes.
God.
And this year's Players Weekend jerseys, one team
are
is
the
wearing
most
nothing but
boring
black.
jerseys ever.
Yeah.
The other team's wearing
Bring
nothing but
back the-
white.
Bring back the other old
The
Little
home
League
teams
jerseys.
are wearing white on white, like it's a Backstreet
It's
Boys.
like
music
P
video.
Diddy's throwing a party.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the other is all black with black logos, black hats, black embroidery, black
Black
Jerseys,
coat,
black
white shoes,
feet.
black
It's
hat,
like
Cadillac.
the road teams are pretty much dressed up
All
like
black
they're going to an
everything.
insane clown posse concert.
Kevin, hey,
With
back
Fago.
to Kev says, if Robert managed the way he played the game, I have a different opinion. But the dunce doesn't drop the Excel spreadsheet. Just a yes man with no balls. A yes man to Friedman, and I cannot disagree with that statement. Friedman makes all the calls.
Roberts had the balls to pull Kershaw.
Wait, Kev's talking about Friedman?
No, talking about Roberts. Roberts doesn't have it.
Kev, the one thing that cemented me that Dave Roberts was a solid manager is that he had the balls to pull Clayton Kershaw during a playoff game in which he knew he was in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
If this was Mattingly, Don would have kept him in
And ruined
because like, oh, I got it. All right, you're Clayton
There's one
Kershaw.
thing-
I'll trust you. No, Kershaw was in trouble during Game 4 of the division series against the Nationals.
Yep.
It was
Who
a
thinks
game-
Roberts just a puppet for Friedman?
He is.
He's not.
He is, but he's still a good manager. He knows how to manage.
It's
the team.
literally Friedman's team.
Yeah, it is Friedman's team.
Dave
Friedman's
Roberts
making
is
the
not
lineups?
stupid.
Yeah.
Friedman's making the lineups, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I'll tell you right now, anybody that thinks Roberts, it's Roberts' fault, it literally just not paying attention. I know Dave Roberts on a personal basis, as you guys know.
Why are you hyping?
You already know though, and I'm not trying to like.
Guys on first name
the-
basis.
the- you know that. Cervenka too. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not trying to like flex that. My
Wait,
point
so you're
is,
saying if we brought you to the game,
Yeah.
Just showed him a
Dave
picture?
Roberts beat you, he'd be like, "What up, Ray?"
absolutely, no doubt, no doubt in my mind.
All right.
Like if you
I'll give
said
it to
if
you.
you said my name to him, I'd be like, what? Be like, yeah, Ray Montoya, left field pavilion. He'd be like, he might know. If you say
Like,
left field
Dancing Ray.
pavilion,
Like, oh,
yeah,
Dancing
yeah.
So
Ray.
we have to explain who you are.
Dancing Ray.
No. If you show me a
Can we
picture,
show him your dance move?
I mean, anybody that knows tens of thousands of people, we might have to explain. They might know two Joshes or three Joshes.
No one knows me out there.
That's true. Nobody
People
does.
just know
But,
this black stuff.
I mean, I literally have photos to prove it. But my point being, right?
And
I
half black
know
stuff.
the guy. I've talked baseball. We used to talk back when he was the bench coach for the Padres. We used to talk for 10 minutes every batting practice when the Padres would come in town because he had time. And we would just talk about baseball and stuff because he was my favorite player as a kid. And I know he's smarter than the shit that he
Yeah.
has to do
And
for this team.
and
Because
Kev,
Friedman.
he said, "Dude, get outmanaged all the time. Hence, sure way to spreadsheet." Have you heard what Friedman said about the bullpen and all the use? He's gonna throw out the spreadsheet. He's basically, if you have to use Kershaw out of relief, we're gonna do it. If he has to throw Buehler out of relief, it's
I mean,
all
that's-
all Roberts is doing is following instructions from Friedman.
Friedman.
That's what I'm saying. And Kev says, dude gets outmanaged all the time. Hinch threw away the spreadsheet in 2017. He went with his field to the game and brought him to Houston. Yes, because Roberts was not allowed to do the field.
Yeah.
If he did that, he would have got fired.
He would not be like,
He would literally not be the manager next time. That's my point. He literally, the reason why the Dodgers signed him is because he would just go, well, okay, I guess that you literally, if you watch the footage from that playoff series from the World Series 2017, watch how mad he is the entire series. I've never seen Dave Roberts smile on his face all the time, guy,
Right.
that mad in my life. Because you know what? He wants to do certain moves and he freaking can't. You can see the GM controlling this. Oh, trust me, it'll work, Roberts. And you can see him throwing stuff.
hear
And
that, Bustos?
when he was in Houston for Game 4 and 5, he's losing his mind because he's not allowed to be the intangibles guy that he played his whole freaking career with.
How about we just not talk about Game 5?
yeah, don't talk about Game 5. That was
Let's not talk
Everybody's like, "Oh, it's the best game I ever watched." Yeah, not for
No, it
a
wasn't.
Dodger fan.
that was the worst
No,
game.
it was not.
So we all agree that Andrew Friedman sucks, right?
Yes.
Well, no.
We have agreed that
I am
Friedman is
Switzerland.
Dodgers is the Dodgers problem. Go
Oh,
back
yeah.
to Ned Colletti.
I am Switzerland.
Oh, so, and you're saying this is the best Dodger team?
Watch it happen. Watch it
Best
happen.
Watch
Dodger
it.
team we ever
The
had,
bait's
and this
out.
is the Friedman team that actually created.
I got a bite.
got a lot of-
I got a bite. I got a bite.
Just so anybody do the podcast, Freeman is Josh Busso's stepdad.
That's his hero.
It's literally his stepdad.
He has a
We
framed
have
picture
signed
above
paperwork.
his bed.
I don't
Before he
know
goes to
You
bed,
ever-
he prays to
You ever
it.
seen that meme with Wolverine crying in
Oh
bed?
yeah, looking in the picture.
He cries every time he looks at Freeman. It's
Yeah,
great.
every time I
Friedman
get
wearing
mad,
a Rays
so yeah,
jersey.
basically when I get mad, I don't get mad at Roberts. I get mad at stupid Friedman. Come on, Friedman, you idiot.
You're like, come on, Freeman, you're supposed
Or
to.
anybody saying anything bad about Friedman.
Yeah.
That's like we already know that's our trigger.
He's
to
like-
trigger Bustos in a group chat, we're just like Friedman sucks.
He's like, I can only make fun of Freeman. I can only correct Freeman. Anyways.
I don't even make fun of Friedman.
I am Switzerland.
Anyways,
on
yeah,
this
Puig
issue
was
called
leader of the
Fraud on
Dodgers. It's
Twitter,
cool.
so.
Actually, I like Friedman, but it's more fun to act like I don't like Friedman just for Bustos' sake.
I'm waiting for us to win the World Series so, like, Andrew Friedman could go on social media and be like,
Hey, you remember the message you said right there? If Friedman wins the World Series this year, right in our group
You're
chat.
gonna get a Freeman
Yeah.
jersey.
No, you were gonna get a Freeman jersey and kiss the rings. Of
Yeah.
He
Freeman.
said he was gonna get a Freedman tattoo.
No, I never said that. I know I'm not that stupid.
Just of Andrew's face right there on the bicep. Just a big ol'.
Kev says, imagine if he didn't follow the script in 2017. Would management really get mad at him for if we brought it home? I say yes. I just say yes. This is the team.
Especially with a somewhat rookie manager.
Yeah.
Maybe if this happens if he did it this year,
It'd be different.
It'd be different because he has a lot
There's
more
no job
leeways.
security. Yeah,
He has
remember
more
he was
job
up for a
security.
contract
Yeah, he was
too
up for
that
a
year.
contract for next year.
So they would have been like, okay, well, yeah, but you didn't follow everything to a T. You have to understand, this is the corporate Dodgers. I've told
Yeah.
these guys about it.
Yeah,
They
and I
don't
agree.
care if they win a World. The thing is, they don't care if they win a World Series. The
They care to
players
win-
care.
they care to
the
win a World
management,
Series.
these guys care. But at the same time, they make more money with less risk stuff. So if the Dodgers don't have to buy a bunch of players, right,
But
and they're good every year, they're going to sell seats. They don't have a decline like every winning team has.
But they're doing it a smart way though. That's what's so advantage.
It's smart as a
But
business,
think
but as a
about
fan,
this.
I don't
Think
care.
about
I want
how
to
many
win every
teams
year.
are over the luxury tax.
But again, they made $3
But
billion
how many-
in
how many teams
profit
are over
the
the
last
luxury
couple
tax?
seasons.
How many teams are over the luxury tax?
Every winning team.
No, they aren't. There's only two.
The Yankees and the Red
No,
Sox.
they aren't. The Yankees are.
Okay, so who is it?
It's
Who
the
is
Red
it?
Sox.
The Red Sox and who else?
Who are the two?
Nationals.
Nationals? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
They're over the luxury tax?
Yeah, there's
The
only
Yankees
two
are
teams.
finally under the luxury tax?
The Yankees and Dodgers have been
Surprising.
under the luxury tax
For
for the last 2
2
years.
2 years, okay. I know
So
the Dodgers have been
basically, but the two best teams and Houston are under the luxury tax.
under. Houston's just the luckiest trade team in the history
But
of
I'm just saying. Hey,
The
you
Houston
don't have,
Astros are the devil.
you don't have to-
I think
you don't
GMs
have to
still
pay.
think they're bad.
you don't have to pay a player like Bryce Harper or Manny Machado. You can still get similar talent, similar production from these players who make less money.
I agree. I agree
2-2
completely.
Galaxy Sounders final. I know you're devastated.
I'll
Bustos.
take that point.
Where's
Take
It
that?
was
With the Galaxy. All right, so
an own goal. Was the
Own
they
goal.
scored an own goal in the 82nd minute.
Oh, come on.
on the Galaxy,
Yeah,
The
Shelby.
Galaxy scored
That's so bad.
an own goal.
But yeah,
we obviously haven't seen this replay.
but yeah, that's the reasoning. We'll get to the Galaxy
we'll
in a
get to
little
that
bit.
in a moment, guys.
That's the reasoning here, Kev. At least for me, like behind the Roberts and trying to experiment. I don't think
Yeah.
he had any right to, even though I wanted him to and wanted him to go, because there's a big problem when I can predict the next pitch that Darvish is going to do
Wow.
to give up.
Oh yeah.
You guys see
We
this
all
in
knew.
the
yes,
Hey,
Kev, they have the money.
we all knew. We knew after game one, after the first inning, he was done. That
All
was
right,
the only
Kev,
move
you're
to-
cut off with that
Kev-
whole LA
Kev,
former
we
Chivas
need-
nonsense here.
Kev,
Here
we
go.
don't root for
We
the
don't
Chivas,
talk
bro.
about we don't talk about that team.
Someone mute Kev's mic.
Cut off.
Bung's not here. Sorry.
Maybe Kev is
Kev,
wrong.
legit,
Kev, are
legit
you
question,
bummed?
Kev. If you're all right, respond to me on this one, Kev. Where do you live?
No.
Legitimately,
What is your address? We are coming right now.
We'll send you.
Like, where you repping? What city you repping?
Kev, we'll send you a shirt.
We're gonna send you a shirt. It's Bustos in
Nah,
the shirt.
Okay, so that's fair. So Kev says he's novice to soccer, and we've actually talked about this in prior episodes, Kev. And this is what one of the only silver linings to LAFC playing soccer in LA is that they're making people soccer fans, which soccer is a great sport, and a very, very underappreciated sport
Sport's
in the United
growing.
States of
Yeah,
it's a
America.
beautiful game.
And we are big. I dare y'all to come to Huntington Park. Yeah, yes, you're not wrong, bro. But my point.
Oh, you live in
being-
Huntington Park? Oh, I'm sorry. You can't be an LAFC fan. City Originals only.
That's
Sorry,
his
Huntington
point.
Park.
That's his, yeah, because LAFC's big
City
thing is,
limits
oh, you
only,
don't
guys.
live in the downtown LA? Ah, well, it's Gardena Galaxy, or Carson Galaxy. But the point being,
HP
that's one of the silver linings we have is that
Shout out to Gardena,
as much as we don't
California.
like LAFC's really weird, takeover
Everything.
strategy, we appreciate the fact they're growing the game, especially with Carlos Vela, a guy who
Yeah.
plays for Mexico national team, a guy that a lot of people in the city can identify to, and that's really cool.
Oh, Zlatan's
and
son.
Zlatan's son, yes, the Fiat master.
where's
So that's pretty cool that that we have that going on, and that's about it. So we hope LAFC.
That was,
I
that's
got
what
your.
happened.
If you want to know, I just pulled up the luxury tax. There's two teams now this year two teams in luxury tax.
LA Galaxy.
The Boston Red Sox, who sucks this year,
Good.
I grew up before
Fuck 'em.
Central.
and Chicago Cubs.
Cubs are over too.
Yeah, they're over.
F the Cubs.
Yeah, and then the
The
Nationals.
Cubs can never
the
win on the
National
road?
has the third, Houston has the fourth, and the Dodgers has the fifth.
Can we just talk about the Cubs not being able to win a road
Can we
game?
talk about the Cubs being trash again and how
Right.
kind of normal this feels?
You'll love to see
I
it.
feel
You love to see
you
it.
love
Hey,
to see
hey,
it.
their Cubs are still.
And we'll get you to a Galaxy game
Hey,
I feel right.
LA Galaxy. That's
pretty soon.
beautiful.
Galaxy.
But
Bustos, how much
Kev-
do you love Galaxy Talk?
Kev, if you want,
Can I go take
you
a
know
nap
what we should
somewhere?
do? What I'm thinking of, we might do a thing. But Kev, if you want to go to a Galaxy game, this is my bold thing, bro. Anybody that wants to go to a Galaxy game on the podcast, reach out at Hooligan Ray on Instagram. We'll get you to a game. Make sure you know what real soccer looks like.
Wow.
Real LA 5-time El Mejor Campeones
There we go.
championship soccer looks like.
I'm with it.
So at Hooligan Ray on Instagram. Reach out to me. We'll get
Hooligan
you to a
Ray.
game. We'll do this. We'll have some fun, okay?
Okay, let's talk
Let's do
about
this.
kind of difficult subject to talk about.
Uh-oh.
What do you think about the Julio being suspended for 15 games or 20 games?
All right,
Technically
let's.
15
All right,
games.
that's an elephant. That's
What's the
in the
elephant?
room. We need to address it out of
Julio?
the way as we talk about
Julio.
Dodger baseball. So in case you missed it, Julio Urias agreed to take a 20-game suspension and
For his domestic violence accusation in May, which we thought was done.
Yeah,
with.
Yeah.
I thought it was done, yeah.
Yeah, we
Out of
thought it was
nowhere.
done. This came out.
MLB
in the-
had an ongoing investigation. They determined that he was at fault, and I'm just gonna personally.
What he did was wrong.
Julio's taking an L. All I can say to him is go handle the classes and such, and just
Look,
don't.
You know what?
Don't do it.
There must be evidence enough
There has to be.
to where he has
Get
to
your
do it.
stuff
But
So
where's- I want to
I
see
think
the
it's a
video.
good thing.
I want to see the video. That's all I
Wow.
want to see. I've been saying that
Is-
since May.
Just
There
for
is
the
a
next
video?
2 weeks, he went out to go get milk. He'll be back.
He only has to be out for 15 days. So it's
I
not
mean,
even
here's
that-
the thing, right? This is why it's really important to control yourself in this world. Control your anger and don't be a bad person. Julio got caught in a bad situation. It might have looked bad, but that's the point. Like,
Yeah, he put himself in a bad
He put
situation.
himself in a bad spot. If you're not acting out of control, this doesn't happen. So
And-
I hope he finds what he needs at this
It's a-
rehab, timeout, whatever,
Get
and
your
get it
stuff
I
done.
mean,
together,
it's a
Julio.
bitter. It's an interesting argument because people still want him off the team because what?
Yeah, there's a lot of people I know that
Yeah.
are like, oh my god, he's
It's-
such trash.
It's a toughie. It's a toughie. For me, it's a toughie.
I mean, it's just
subject.
like Voinov for the Kings.
Yeah.
There's-
I need
Like,
to see-
nobody
Oh,
wants him on the
let's-
team anymore.
Voinov is a
Yeah.
whole different monster.
Yeah.
No, it definitely
Yeah.
is, but you're going to find a lot of people. Honestly,
there's a lot
most.
of people right now that are like they want Julio off the team immediately.
Yeah.
Okay,
just
that's ridiculous.
No,
No, it's
annihilated.
not
I'm just
ridiculous.
like, wait,
it's not
chill
ridiculous.
out, you know?
But it's like, where's the evidence to show it? His?
That's my point.
That's
If
the
there's
problem.
evidence, it's another
Basically-
story.
But he was still arrested for doing it, for doing something.
And there's supposedly video footage
video
that
footage.
never
I
I want to
changed.
see the video.
Yeah.
I agree.
I
I've
want
been
to see
saying,
the video.
But here's the question. Everyone says his thing is not as bad as Chapman, not as bad as Osuna, and everyone's trying to treat it like
Yeah.
Ozuna did that? I didn't
Ozuna got
realize.
75.
Ozuna did some.
worse, pretty bad. And he got 75
I
games.
totally should have roasted him at the game last week then against the Cardinals.
Oh,
No,
dude,
that's
they were on
No, no,
it.
no, you're
No,
thinking of-
no.
no, Roberto Ozuna
For the
the
Ma-
Houston Astros.
Oh, they said Marcel.
Marcel Ozuna.
I'm sitting here like, what did?
Marcel Ozuna,
yeah, he's
fine
fine.
with the Cardinals.
And then-
Roberto
I
Ozuna,
think-
relief pitcher.
And
for
then
the
Chapman
Astros.
with the 30 games, which the Dodgers didn't
That's why.
rejected the trade because of the ongoing investigation. Back
Yeah,
in the day.
point out trigger warning alert. I'm with you on that, dude. And honestly, like, I'm so mad about two things with this guy. One, that he's such a scumbag.
Wait, who are we
And
talking
then-
about?
Voinov.
Voinov,
Okay.
that he
I
would
was
do
like-
that to the person he supposedly loved. And second of all, what he did, obviously not on the same level, not as important, but the hole he left in the Kings depth chart that literally has left us, it helped accelerate our decline.
Yeah.
That no one brings up. No one brings up how
Yeah.
the Kings lost their second best defenseman and that they, for some reason, have problems now with puck possession and things like that. That's another story. But I mean, the evidence, if you ever want to look it up, look up the,
I mean, they have the reports and everything online.
look up everything online. It's disgusting. And that's why I don't feel comfortable with Voinov in a Kings jersey anymore, let alone an NHL jersey anymore.
And like I said, he's suspended for half the season coming into this
Somebody's gonna-
upcoming season. Which is crazy about that is we have a potential trade deadline asset to trade, even if we get a 5th or a 6th rounder for him.
or anything.
That's more than what we would have got a year ago.
Somebody's gonna be desperate. They're gonna need
Somebody's
defense.
going to need some defense, and they're going to take the what are the Raiders or the Cowboys? The just win,
Yeah.
Yeah, just win, baby.
just win.
Jesus.
Yeah, like
It's terrible.
they don't
Which
care.
hockey team will be that team?
Exactly. Who's a
We'll
piece
find
away
out
that
next week.
is
You know
willing to
what?
trade a
That's
6th
the
rounder?
saddest part. He's a talented guy. He's an extremely good defenseman. He's doing fantastic in the KHL, and he was third in MVP voting for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And he was pretty good during the Olympics.
It's tough, man. It's a tough look everywhere. I can't
Well-
believe the thing is the toughest is his wife stayed with him. I think that's
Yeah.
the weirdest part about it, and it negates a lot of the arguments that people have against him. In certain people's eyes, not in my eyes. I think he's a scumbag, and it's tough.
Yeah, it's rough.
You don't hit someone with a TV that you love.
Like,
Just
honestly, it's
keeping
really
it out
it's
there.
really unprofessional of me to say this, especially right now on a live podcast. But I'm just saying,
Hold on. Let me get ready to mute your mic.
Mute your mic. Yeah, ready.
but I'm just saying, like, you know,
I'll
if
unplug it.
if he suffered a career-ending injury right now, I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it.
We got nervous for a second. Everyone was holding their breath. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
I said somewhat unprofessional.
we're all
right?
tiptoeing around this.
Damn, bro.
Sensitive.
We're about to send Christian back to Huntington Park. Hang out with Kev.
We're ready to send him back to the minors again. We're gonna call up Kev from the for his
Yeah.
ticket spot.
We're like, Kev, we need you to come through on
Said-
this.
said-
on
put
the
Kev
podcast.
offered. We just put Kev on.
Kev's coming from my spot now, man.
Kev, we got you a seat
Come
right
up
here.
for that number one.
Apparently, he
spot.
sat next to me.
I was
at
gonna
the
say,
Kings
Kev-
games, and I'm like,
Kev
there's a
sounds
lot
like
of
he's
people-
a
Kev,
homie.
I think there's a
we-
lot
we're-
of-
yeah,
hey,
we got to
Christian,
meet up
you
this
sat
Kings
next to a
season,
lot of
bro.
people during the games.
Hey, let's talk about the Kings for a second, guys. I'd like to see some Kings love on here, and their nothingness right now. But how great is it going to be
Hannah's
going to games
making
for
me laugh.
$5 this year?
I am ready. Let's go.
How
boys.
great is it gonna be?
Let's go.
Going to games
Premier level seats for
every
like $10.
$10.
Let's go. Let's
Every-
get it.
every night. We're gonna hang out with all the boys.
I
man.
am ready to get hurt again.
And we got
I
Tom
can't-
Durbin
I don't
happy
feel anything
hour.
anymore.
We're gonna be good. I'm gonna get to watch, my boy Akil Thomas.
Wow.
Akil Thomas will be in Ontario, so
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
Uh-oh, are we
what
getting
Ontario?
early
Ontario
predictions?
Reign.
Nope. You know why he won't?
Because it's
'Cause
old enough.
yeah, I was about to say he's asked to go
okay.
back to Niagara. Thanks for playing. I'm kidding. Imagine
Kev
it.
is friends with one of the greatest ushers at Toyota Arena ever, Jared Trudeau, friend of the podcast.
Hey, what up, Gerald?
Yeah.
What's going on, player? I think that
Young Gerald.
you know who's gonna the two players who are gonna make this Kings roster that aren't on the roster right now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Prediction time.
Well, wait, is this?
Hold on.
We
What
haven't
is
had a
this?
work.
Hold on.
Cue the Race Stradamus graphics.
I don't think we have it loaded right now. We should have it.
All right.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The two players that
It's
are
the
going to
pros and
make the
cons
team.
of having a green screen line. Not having
Yeah, right.
What? Wait,
And we
what are
don't
you
even-
talking
Two
about, Christian?
players are making this Kings team, boys. And you can play me my my Ray Stradamus music. Play the Philip balloon.
Hey, fill up my balloon again. Stop playing. Fill it up.
All right.
Hold on. Some Racer deal.
Yeah. I'll take it. Best wrestler ever.
All right.
Most
Who are the
overrated
two?
wrestler ever.
I mean, I would agree, but
He's the most
no one can
overrated
see him,
wrestler
so.
ever.
Blue Stars just wants to fight you, bro.
Akil Thomas.
No chance.
He'll
Wow.
get his 10 games.
Oh, I'll get 10 games. I'm not going to deny that.
Okay.
And?
And Rasmus Kupari.
Oh, I think he'll
Kupari.
make it too.
Yeah.
Kupari's not staying 10 games. He's
No.
staying the whole year,
He'll
at
take a
least
while.
40 games.
I don't
Ooh,
think
got close enough.
I don't
That
think
boy is
No,
hot.
I see Akil Thomas. I don't see Akil Thomas. I think Akil Thomas will get 10 games, and that's max.
Ooh.
Because I think they have too much depth at center position, the Kings right now.
But that's the thing. They don't have that much. They got
What do you
Carter.
mean?
Okay, look.
Whoa,
That's the thing.
In the
That's-
minors?
No, okay, in the minors. But my point is this.
Well, you're
the
saying-
best part is you can convert a center to a wing easily.
Yeah.
You can't convert a wing to a center.
But
as
we
easy.
have a lot of centermen and wings that.
Hannah
That's
Davey,
fine.
she
You can-
says Mario Kempe and Ferk.
Yo, that's a bold take.
I like
and
Mikey
Kev,
Anderson.
I'm gonna love the season because these guys know how much I love watching the prospects
Yeah.
play. I'm the
Hey.
Bustos is the baseball prospect guy. I'm the hockey prospect
Yeah.
guy.
He's like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah,
with
He's
a
just
hot-
glowing right now.
it's-
He saw Mikey Anderson's name and he was
Yeah.
like, oh
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
Mikey.
Oh my
You saw-
god!
I think Mikey
Mikey.
Anderson is the good
I-
sleeper to make for
He is.
defensemen.
I was about to say, and Kev brought it up, and that's a good point. For
Switch
D
card
men,
to
he's
wing.
definitely the sleeper, especially
I
since there's a
forgot
spot.
Ferk was.
I mean, we're actually.
forgot about that guy,
We're,
that they got
we're
him this
actually
year.
kind of
Ferk.
for young guys. We're
Vat
pretty
de
deep
Ferk.
Something Ferk.
at defensemen.
Yeah.
It
But
sounds like the
they're
Swedish
not
chef
already.
from the Muppets.
That's
Ferk
Yeah.
to Ferk.
But Mikey Anderson's had a solid showcase. He's been playing really well at the junior level. Yeah, I mean, watch out for the Kings boys. I mean, in 2 years we got my best friend Alex Circuit, Arthur Callahan.
Best friend of the podcast.
Yeah, our actual friend of the podcast, Braden Doyle, might surprise a lot of people in the next 2 years.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
get.
he won't be.
We gotta
We
get
gotta get our
Doyle
boy
on here.
Braden down
We
here.
need
Yeah.
Doyle in
He
the
will
middle
be
seat.
up for at least 2 though.
I can't wait to see Doyle just slinging dirty passes. He looks so good at that dev camp. It was unreal. I mean, he's playing against guys that are 2 years older than him, 3 years older than him, 4 years older than
I-
him, just slanging
I think
that
Real
puck.
snipe Selly boys.
I think the
Dirty
bold.
half and
I think the
dangles
bold
boys.
move. I think the start like he did at the start of last year. I think Jad will make the opening day roster.
Yeah. I
Wow,
think
you
so.
know what? That's a good point. I don't feel like he'll make it though. I have for
I
some
think that's
reason.
that's my sleeper
I think
pick
he'll
for
go to
opening day
Ontario.
roster. I think he should go to Ontario. He'll be
Hannah
going back and
Davey
forth.
asks, can you imagine how cool it would have a pair of brothers play together? Mario Kempe, Adrian Kempe with Toffoli.
I can totally see it because
It
I
would
feel
be
like
the- it
Toffoli
be
would
the
not
most
make the
beautiful
second.
line ever.
I have a feeling that Toffoli won't make the second line. He'll be a third line
the
winger.
flow line.
Well, why don't you have Mario Kempe,
flow
Adrian
line.
Kempe, and what's
That
his
flow.
name?
Can't
Yeah,
stop the
follow.
flow.
Who's the Swede? Who's the Swede?
Oh,
Grunstrom.
Grunstrom?
Grunstrom?
Yeah.
Yeah, have the all Swede line.
Yo, Grunstrom's my boy. Honestly, of
Hey.
all the prospects,
Hey,
I liked him the most last year.
you know,
Little
so
bastard.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
those are,
power
I know
forward,
he's amazing,
Swede?
and he just looks like he's there for business. So we got Kapari, right, and Thomas has my for sure make it. You know who is
Bergamo,
my
too.
sleeper pick? You know who's my sleeper pick?
Hannah beat you. She said,
And I'm just repeating.
Sam Fagamo.
again.
Hannah calls it the Swedish fish line, and I'm all here for
I'm
it.
down for it.
Well,
Kev
Get
says
rid of
Toffoli gets
Toffoli
dealt,
and
and they're
Carter.
trying to get rid of Carter. And
Yeah.
Toffoli needs to get
Hey,
rid of.
get your bags, pack them.
Toffoli needs to go.
Later.
I just don't think Carter's going to get the contract. He'd probably be more of a buyout.
And it sucks
I'm
because
scared if
Trade
Toffoli gets
deadline.
traded
I don't think he
because
gets traded.
I'm scared if Toffoli gets traded because
He'll
like
do
now
well.
his teacup Yorkie's gonna be like all like.
you're just
scared.
too tight with
you
Cat
too-
in
you're
them,
too
bro.
tight
I'm
with
just
Cat.
gonna-
I saw your
I'm
selfie
friends.
too.
Yeah.
I
So,
saw
like,
the selfie.
as
I
tight
wasn't
as-
impressed.
I'm tight with Tyler Toffoli's wife.
As tight as I am with Dave Roberts, you're tight with Cat. So if I brought up Christian Allen, they'd know who you are.
No.
By
Okay.
first name. By first
Seth
name.
Rogen.
They'll just call him like, oh yeah.
Like, hey,
that
do you
guy
guys know
Flex.
Black Seth
Yeah.
Rogen? And they're like,
Exactly.
Who?
That guy.
Yeah, Hannah. Yeah.
Black
Get rid of
Seth
Get rid of
Rogen.
Carter. I love you, Jeff. You were the man. You did everything right for us.
Yeah.
God
Time to
bless
ride off into the
you. You're a
sunset, Jeff.
you're a beautiful blonde-haired angel.
I think you need to. Win.
I'm so glad to see you in Winnipeg later.
I think he needs one more
Wow.
year. He's gonna stay with.
Specifically
I think-
the peg.
Hey, I hate to say it, he's gonna stay with the Kings one more year because we need to lose another year.
What
to
about
get a-
Quick?
Kev got a quick staying with us this year.
Quick.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be gone next
Guys,
year.
He's gonna be he'll be gone
We're
when
talking about
Seattle
Quick.
gets drafts.
Yeah. What were we saying?
They're not going to protect Quick?
I
No.
don't think so. Who would you rather protect?
Peterson's
Quick
gonna
or
be
Peterson?
ready. Peterson and
Quick.
God, who else is in the line? Who's in the pipe?
Campbell.
Campbell's
signed-
gonna be ready.
you
Yeah.
signed-
No, but who you
Well,
protect?
Campbell's been ready.
Who you
He's-
protect? Peters. You
You
take
protect Peterson, absolutely.
Yeah, you protect
Yeah.
You
Peterson.
leave the good goalies in the minors, you sign some garbage goalie, you expose that garbage goalie.
But
and
Peterson
then
will
once
be,
it's done, you call him back
You
up.
he
can't-
saddles up in 2 years. Peterson will be NHL contract
Yeah,
ready, one-way
yeah.
contract.
I think
I,
Quick.
it's interesting because Kev, I want to know what you think about Rob Blake. There's a lot of Blake haters, and we've talked about this.
There's a lot of Rob
and,
Blake haters.
for what he's done with this team in the last 2 seasons, it's fantastic. I don't know. I don't know what it is, dude. Maybe because Blake is the homie, but like, this is for real the most
Well,
perfect situation we could get for what we've dealt with. With the mess that Dean
One
left.
thing I like about Blake, he tried to rebuild, realized it didn't work, and fixed it right away.
Exactly. He said, you know what? We suck. Bye. Hey, what's up? Oh, we're going to have 2 good drafts in a row. Mike Fuda, I owe you like 17 beers.
You,
Oh,
you
cool.
owe more than that.
Oh, okay, we're going to run the league in 3 years? Bet. All right, cool. Kopitar, have some fun.
You owe him more than that.
And everyone,
Okay,
everyone
20
forget-
beers.
Everyone
Like, if-
forgets with this draft, the last draft was solid. Everyone forgets Dowdy and Kopitar are still not that old.
Bro, Kopitar, and that's the thing. I had someone
Did you
someone
guys see what I
argue with
posted
me.
on Instagram the
Yeah.
other day?
Yeah.
That
What?
meme where it was like me entering 35 years old. Like, I still got my whole life ahead of me. And then while watching a sports broadcast, and it's like, and entering the league at 32 years
The
of age,
oldest
the
player-
oldest player in the league. It's a miracle he's still out there.
So
I was like,
funny.
bro, that hit me right in the core.
Kopitar and Crosby are now going to be age 32
yeah,
this
they're
season.
gonna be.
And Crosby, and a lot of people hate Crosby. I understand why you hate him. He's a dick. But
I have a personal reason.
Yeah,
We've
but-
discussed this. Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for the guy's an athlete, and I think he does not deserve the crybaby thing for what he dealt with bad
He's
concussions.
still an enemy of the podcast.
And he's still, but I mean,
Still an enemy,
he's
yeah.
been targeted by the bad enforcer rules. If the enforcer rule wasn't there, he would have been scoring way more because he would have been hurt. But my point being, Kopitar's age 32, right? Even people for some reason, I remember I was talking to someone
He's
about
31.
Dowdy.
31.
He's 31 for like 3 more days, and he's gonna be 32. August 24th, 87 is his birthday. Look
I
it up,
thought
somebody.
you guys were
But-
BFFs. You should know their birthdays.
I know.
Wow.
August
Brewster's
24th,
on one,
87.
bro.
Is that Kopitar's birthday? Someone check for me. But
I could check, but I don't feel like
do it. You
August-
bet.
You have a
That's-
laptop in front of you. You
That's
could have easily
Crosby's
checked it
birthday.
right now.
That's
But, like,
Crosby's
my
birthday.
point-
8787 is Crosby.
Yeah, and then Kopitar's 824,
24,
87.
yeah.
So my point being, Kopitar, any elite player can play till they're 45. Like and,
August
and
24th. 7 days from now.
Thank you. So Kopitar is going to be elite player for 3 more years, and a great player for 2 years after that, and a good player for 3 years if he's healthy. Same with Doughty. I had someone yell about the Doughty contract. I'm like, what are you talking about? Even Doughty at his worst is still better than 99% of players at that same position. I'll take it.
Could
You
be worse if
overpay
you have
for
Brett
Doughty.
Burns on defense.
Hannah's also mentioning that new Black and White episode. I don't know if you guys
I
saw
saw
it.
that.
It's pretty
I
good.
have it on my
Saw a preview of
to
it,
watch. Yeah.
Pretty good. There was a piece of that at the end of it where, they're interviewing different people. The last one they were interviewing was Luke, and they're asking Luke, obviously it's about Kopitar and stuff like that, and they're saying how he works hard on and off the ice and stuff like that. And he said something at the very end of that, which like piqued my interest because he said something. He's like, if you're not willing to work, we'll find somewhere else for you. And I was like, why would he say that at the end of this thing?
Jeff Carter.
Right, and I was like, who is he
Mike
talking about?
Richards back
Because he
in
was
the day.
talking about veteran players who don't want to put in the work. They'll find another home for them.
Cough, Jeff Carter.
Tyler
I was like, yeah,
Wink,
who
wink.
is he talking
Tyler
about?
Toffoli.
Chuckle, chuckle.
That seemed like too on the
true,
nose.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Why?
like-
Why did no one hate Dustin Brown? Why does no one hate Kopitar? Because at least they try and.
Dustin
show to work.
Brown, I literally would give a kidney to that dude if he needed it.
I am glad Dustin Brown the last 2 years or last year found something a little bit.
And no one talks about how you look at some numbers. Look at where Dustin Brown was, and he brought it up in one press conference because he never complains. But he brought it up because everybody's like, "Oh wow, Dustin Brown, you're scoring all these points this year." In the 2 seasons ago, 2017-18 season, right? Oh, you're scoring all these points, and he's like, "Well, I mean, look at the difference. I'm actually playing the power play. I'm actually playing minutes now.
Yeah.
I'm not buried on the third line. I'm not playing the PK and then never playing the power play.
It's true.
And I'm on with a guy I played with since 12 years ago. And it's like, wow, that makes so much sense. The same way that Willie D made no sense putting Kovalchuk on the 4th line.
Shout out
So-
to Hannah. She's saying, talking about Yager playing till he's 45.
Yeah.
He didn't have a wife and kids. He was all about the hockey.
Yeah.
Maybe onto something there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kopitar, get rid of him.
Right.
Doughty, get rid of him.
gotta cut out all that
Hockey.
extra stuff and just focus on hockey.
You're from Canada. There's no excuse, Drew.
Right?
Okay.
Kev Ree, by the way, regarding the whole people
The
hating
Blake,
Rob
yeah.
Blake, he says that people only hate him for the whole going to San Jose thing. There's a lot of people that have not forgiven him for leaving the Kings and going
Yeah.
to Colorado in the early 2000s.
The original hate started
He
with the
came back, people
contract.
still hated him.
Yeah, it was a contract issue to begin with.
Yeah.
And he ripped the C off until he got a new contract, and that's where the hate began. The San Jose stuff was maybe like chapter 4 or 5
It's like,
in
oh
the
yeah,
saga.
you're back. Oh, you're leaving us? Oh, you're going to a division
Yeah.
rival? Boo!
Yeah, there's some people who
And
never got over
I
that
can
initial him
understand
ripping
it.
the
Can
C.
I need to get this off my chest right
Uh-oh.
now. For the
Do it.
people that-
Get ready. Get ready
no,
to
no,
mute
no,
it.
No, 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 it's not
Get
bad.
ready to
It's
mute
bad.
it.
No, no, no.
Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Let
Can
me
I
get
say
it off
to the
your
people-
chest.
No.
Get it off.
Right. For the people that are upset about Rob Blake going to the Sharks towards the end of his career, you need to understand that it was a situation where we were in the middle of a rebuild.
Yep. And he was.
Did you really, like, for those that wanted Rob Blake to come back, stay on the Kings and all, did you really want him to actually stay and hold us back from what we've gotten?
I mean, I don't think the issue is about him going to the Sharks as much as it's the initial issue. The
That
people
was-
who started
yeah.
booing him then never stopped booing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do it out of like they
For
don't
those
want
that
to
are
change.
booing him because of the San Jose thing,
And
I'm
we're
like,
talking
dude, you
like
guys didn't really see
a
that he
beef from like 2001.
was, right?
Yeah.
This is now going on
How
20,
could you
20
go win
years
how
of
could you
hating
go win
him.
a Stanley Cup with Colorado? How
Yeah,
could
exactly.
you?
That's the initial beef. I don't think the San Jose. Yeah, he got booed while he was on the Sharks, but it was carryover from the initial.
Do you want to know a Racerdoma's secret, hockey secret?
Uh oh. Do
No,
I?
just joking.
Do I?
Do I? Yes.
I became a hockey observer, I'll call it, when Rob Blake was on the Avalanche.
Don't say it.
That's when I started watching hockey.
That's what made you become a fan, Rob Blake on the Abs.
Yeah, because he kept mentioning LA Kings Rob Blake, or former LA King. So I was like, all right, well, this is the Stanley Cup final.
Okay, next
And-
subject.
Hold on. Rob Blake.
I'm not done yet, boosters.
We don't need to talk about
Rob
Rob
Blake.
Blake no more.
Rob Blake was an
Right.
LA King.
Hey, Rob Blake
So I'll
is
cheer for them
with
over
us
the-
now. Do
who
we
was
don't need
it?
to talk about the bad memories of Rob Blake?
Was it New Jersey?
In
Colorado
2001.
Blake
Doesn't
never played
win.
for New Jersey.
No, but it was Colorado versus who in the Stanley Cup
Yeah,
final.
who was
Oh,
it?
no, it was New Jersey.
It was New Jersey, right?
Jersey?
Yeah. So I was like, I guess I'll cheer for them, and I don't like the Devils. And that was my first instance of hockey.
So can we just stop not
Thanks,
talk,
Rob
talk
Blake.
about evil Rob Blake and talk about good Rob Blake instead?
Manager Rob Blake.
Which Rob Blake?
Hockey
Can we talk
Hall of
about
Fame
Willie
Rob Blake?
D?
Oh God.
Oh, God.
All right, we're going to talk about Willie D.
Let's talk about Willie D
how
real
about we
quick.
try giving away
We
some
learned a
titles?
valuable lesson. This last year's season was so bad, and we understand why you should never have the actor who played Howard Stark in the MCU.
He looks just like
I'm
him.
dead serious. If there's a way we can pull up, like, you know, a side-by-side picture,
You're
of
not,
Willie
you're not
DeJarge
wrong.
and
Now that you're saying
I
that.
forgot the actor's name, but I kid you not, that was
Yeah,
in-
Howard
in-
Stark.
in Willie Desjardins' spare time, not head coaching and making a dumpster fire of NHL hockey teams. He's Howard Stark. He is the father of Tony
Specifically
Stark.
in Endgame when they go back to the
Yeah,
70s
exactly.
in New York.
Yes.
Oh, that guy looks familiar.
You're like, Willie D? You were the
Willie,
one with the pin
D's
particles?
nuts.
Wow. I don't
Got
know.
him.
Boostos deleted the D's nuts off here.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
So you want to give her a prize right now?
Hannah, seriously.
Let's do it.
Seriously.
Who
Willie
wants to win a
Desjardins
prize
is
right
Howard
now?
Stark.
Boostos, give somebody a question.
Just spin the wheel. Who wants to spin the wheel?
All right.
Who wants to spin the
Let's
wheel?
let's let Kev and Hannah spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Kev, Hannah, you two are going to fight to the death.
First one to wrong answers
Fight
only.
to the death.
Wrong
This
answers.
So who just wants-
Wrong answers only. The best
Who
wrong
just spins
answer
for?
wins.
Okay, this is the question. Who won the Stanley Cup in 2014? Wrong answers only.
Every team in the NHL.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
You get a spin, Ray.
Hey,
Okay.
Shalissa.
The Vancouver Canucks.
So who's this?
The
first spin
Vancouver
for?
Canucks.
The Canucks.
Who's this wheel for spin?
Hannah gets it. She said Sharks.
Hannah.
The
Can we-
2014 Stanley Cup champions,
can we-
San Jose Sharks.
Spin. There's no bong to switch to spin it.
Give her a shirt. Damn.
We'll give you a shirt, Hannah. We're giving away
Hannah, you're
shirts
still
today.
getting a shirt just for picking the Sharks as the 2014 Stanley Cup champions
Hey.
You get a shirt, Hannah.
in an alternate
A
reality.
certified hooligan shirt.
Because you are a certified.
And then how about
hooligan.
Kev?
We'll give Kev a shirt.
Let's go Kev. Where's Kev? Kev,
Should
you
we
want
let
to
him spin it or do we just give it to him?
Give Kev a
What if he
Sure.
spins though and wins a hat too?
All right, let's let him spin.
That'd be
Let's
crazy.
There's no hats
All
on,
right,
the,
Kev,
on,
this is
the,
your spin right here.
on the wheel, but
On the Bustos wheel.
Kev,
Wheel of Doom.
we're spinning.
Boostos, you're wearing that hat.
Oh,
Oh!
the hat.
Kev,
He's,
he's still giving you
he's
a sticker.
actually wearing the hat.
Yeah, he
He
is.
really is.
I always wear the hat. It's
Boostos.
a one-of-a-kind hat.
It looks like we put your picture in there just
It's a
today.
one-of-a-kind Bustos dad hat right there.
All right, Shadow, we'll give Kev a shirt. Kev's been active in this talk. So Hannah and Kev, if you guys send us a DM with your address, we'll get you one of these. It's not on there. You guys can hold it up if you want.
I will.
These very spiffy
Yeah.
certified hooligan shirts. Ooh.
Well, this one is sized up for Bustos, actually.
It's a lady
We'll do
small.
Much,
Yep.
much
Ladies.
more suitable size.
It's a children's small.
We want to make sure it fit Bustos really.
We had to get it like
specifics.
tailored.
Okay, so
All
Okay,
right,
so-
guys.
Back-
No
so
more
wait,
love.
That's the new. All right, guys. It's okay. So
let's talk about a little bit about the Lakers. So since we last talked, the NBA schedule has come out for this year.
Uh-oh, hold on. I don't know which button to press for the
Do it.
Lakers.
Do it.
I threw a
Oh,
curveball
no.
on you guys. You guys are waiting for something else.
So we'll talk about. So. Cavs are out.
My favorite part is how long it is. Like, it just does not end.
Okay, so the schedule's out, and the traditional Christmas Day match, the biggest match up of the year,
predictable.
predictable. Lakers at Clippers.
Lakers, Clippers.
Clippers, Lakers.
All right.
That's
And-
not even the big news.
So you mean to tell me
And-
it's not Suns versus Magic?
Wow.
And opening night,
It's not T Wolves versus
Lakers at Clippers.
Can we talk about DeMarcus Cousins?
who? Who's that? The injured guy?
Boogie.
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 Can we
Boogie,
talk
boogie.
about? I was at work when it happened, and I just said, "Why God?
Why,
Is
God?
it not enough
It's
to
not
have
that,
us be bad
it's
for
a big
a
loss,
decade?"
but it's not that big of a loss.
Okay, no.
It is.
Let me explain this. Okay, this with Boogie,
This is worse.
the Lakers are better than the Clippers.
Yeah.
Without Boogie, the Clippers are definitely better than the Lakers.
Well, not really. 'cause
Ooh, bold take.
How about the new injury of Paul George and missing the first 2 months, maybe first one.
Wait, what?
Paul
When did
George
this
is-
happen?
This happened like 2
Wait,
weeks
did
ago.
Kurt Rambis tell you this,
No,
Bustos?
Paul George is missing
Was
the
it
first
Genie?
month or two of the season.
Bustos has sources. I
Is
don't know if
that
you guys
true?
know
Yeah.
this.
Paul George is missing.
All right, then we're even again.
All right, we're back on. We're back, guys.
Let me get the report for you.
Kawhi Leonard can't carry the trash.
Paul George is
by
hurt.
himself.
Let's
Yeah, Paul
celebrate.
George is hurt. He's missing.
Yeah, he's hurt.
I'm getting it right now.
I'm almost certain Tom is watching this broadcast right now, even though he's not commenting, but like he's just like filled with rage regarding this Lakers talk.
Can we
No,
talk
he-
about how annoying the Clippers are right now?
Yeah.
Again, I thought Blake Griffin and Paul George or Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan was just bad, but this is terrible.
Yeah.
I was up in Northridge, LA Rising or whatever the hell it is, LA Our Way, and then I go down the freeway over here in the 710. Man, myth, Leonard, and then I
saw
see
that.
young Tracy, Paul George, which I think is a really weird marketing for a city full
Right?
of
They're throwing the 13
gang
out.
members. Yeah, I just don't understand
Yeah,
that
like,
one.
"Ooh."
They're like, hey, well, they're so white. They're like, I don't care, it's money.
13,
So now I'm
what's
just
that
gonna
mean?
start seeing cholos with Paul George jerseys
Right.
everywhere.
What's
Gotta be
13
loving.
mean?
But I mean, there's a number 13 on every team.
I mean,
There's
oh my
Paul
God,
George,
that's
Muncy, and Clifford. So,
Well,
but no one watches hockey.
Everyone forgets.
in
That's
the city.
What did you say about Max Muncy today, Ray? Before we were off air?
I was saying like I want his jersey so bad, but there's no way I'm wearing a 13 in
A
this
blue
city,
13.
A blue 13 in this city ever.
What's up, homie?
No, dude.
Hey, what's up? Was
Nah,
that
bro.
about Muncy?
Yeah, bro. Muncy sucks, fool.
Man, forget Muncie Tracy, homie.
I'm just
Tracy,
just
what's
not
my
down
bad,
for
my
that
bad, my bad,
drama.
my bad. I don't want to get greenlit.
Wow.
What'd you say?
I said, I made it.
Yeah, no. No. Be quiet. I want you to save your own life.
Christian!
You already know who needs to shut his mouth right now. Alan. So shut your mouth right now. Shut your damn mouth up.
Well, how
Yeah,
many times
brother.
have we gotten nervous with you, Christian? You're not one to say anything controversial, but man, we're on edge today.
Christian went
You're
from
just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I can say something smart every week to we haven't went in 3 weeks. I gotta say 3 edgy things.
Right?
I'm like,
we have
I
a
don't really
5-second
get- I don't
delay
really
on
talk that
Christian's
much
mic,
now,
right?
so.
We need a
So-
5-second
is
delay on your
Sharif
mic.
Abdul Rahim still playing?
His son is.
Is he?
Yo, he is, dude.
No, because Kev hasn't watched basketball since 2004.
We understand.
I honestly stopped
All right,
watching.
Why
Kev-
is that the magical year for people to stop watching
All right, Kev, we
basketball?
got some news for you. A lot's happened. There's a thing called the Warriors.
Yeah.
They're the bad guys
It's a
now.
very, very
There's
an unholy
you remember
abomination
Carmelo
is taking
Anthony?
place.
He's bad now.
Yeah,
That's
he's,
before 2004.
no one wants him.
And the
But
king is now
I
the
gotta
king
give
of
him
the Lakers.
props. He's finessed so many teams out of so much money.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Shaq's gone. I want you to know this.
Shaq's retired.
Shaq's
For the
not-
record, Kobe Bryant is now an entrepreneur.
Kobe Bryant is an Oscar winner.
You know that high school player LeBron James you've heard so much about?
He's a Laker now.
He's a
an
big
old
deal.
man.
He's an old man.
He's infatuated with Taco
Tuesday.
The way he says that is so weird.
That needs to be the next soundboard.
Yeah.
Why isn't it?
Go Tuesday.
I'm gonna send reminders out to you. Taco Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Sounds
If
good.
only we had a Saturday version of it.
So,
Like
what else is there to talk
Sandwich
about?
Saturday.
But yes, the Clippers marketing campaign is aggressive.
Too
It needs to
aggressive.
calm down. I saw a guy also today in downtown wearing a Kawhi Leonard jersey. Of course, it was a hipster because no one in the right mind would buy a Clippers jersey.
Shout out,
But-
Kobe has won an Oscar. That's something
Yeah,
that's
it's music. A Donald Foyle.
That's a name. Bring it back.
Oh my God! Is he like? What is he running like a tax business?
You
in,
know, some
in
Kev gets a
Nebraska?
shirt for dropping an Donald Foyle reference.
Yeah, that was why you
That
got the
right
shirt.
there. There's no spin needed. He's getting a shirt.
Because
Just for- You
get
Donald
another
Foyle.
just
shirt
for the
for
sick
that.
reference.
Wow.
Donald
You always have
Foyle.
the sickest
Holy
references.
crap.
Sheesh.
That
What's
is,
that, Jonah Hill?
I'm about to Instagram him and see how many followers he doesn't have.
Let's get him on the show.
I bet you we really
We
could.
We probably could.
We could
yeah.
probably like totally act like do some Eric Andre crap on him and act like this is like a big like Warriors
Who
fan
says
base
breaks
thing.
through the table?
You had
Oh,
4 points per game in 2001.
Wearing his jersey,
Oh, no,
Yeah.
like a nightgown. It's
That's
all
my,
on.
that's my basketball I used to follow. So all these names you're bringing
Okay,
back.
if we can't get a Donald Foyle, can we get Michael Petrus?
Oh.
I mean, let's just get someone.
Okay.
And if it's
Mike
Clippers,
Levy Jr.
Hey,
and if it's
Christian, the
Clippers,
cops
I want to
are
get
going after
Michael
you right
Candy on here.
Huh?
The cops just went after you right now. Okay.
You heard that?
How adorably racist was that?
Oh no!
It was about your bad comments.
Just your bad comment.
He's
Am I
like,
gonna
yeah,
have
I'll
to-
say it's that
Hey,
one.
that was not racist.
Do
It was
I
just a
have to
bad
unplug
comment.
his mic? Is he out of
Well,
line?
all right, guys.
Fucking
Welcome
like,
to
is he
the
out of line?
two-man
Boosters,
podcast.
cut off.
It's me
You
and
have one
DJ.
too many strawberry daiquiris.
Right? Wow.
Are the Vancouver Grizzlies still sorry?
Yes. And Memphis.
And they're not. Yeah, and they're playing
They
so
moved to
far in
Memphis.
Vancouver they went to Memphis. Take about 20% off of their Clipper PR team.
Kev,
Oh my
you just woke up
gosh.
from a coma. It's
Okay.
2019.
Okay,
A lot has changed.
We talked too much about the Clippers. Let's forget about
Anyways,
them.
we hate you still, and you're getting worse and worse. So keep it up,
Sure.
Steve Ballsmer.
So,
I know his name.
I'm Switzerland.
I know what I said.
I really don't care.
so I wish we
You're
had
Switzerland.
So let's
Hold on. Christian's giving us some
I'm the
Switzerland
Czech
right now.
Republic.
Like let the Clippers have their thing, man.
no.
No.
Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish.
Let him finish. I want to hear him cry.
Bustos.
Bustos, let him
Simmer
finish.
down.
Down, boy.
Turn it down.
Laker fans, at the end of the day, you have 16 world championships. It's always going to be your city. Why are you so mad about the Clippers getting Kawhi and Paul George? You have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, Rajon Rondo, all these guys. Literally, don't
Wait.
worry about two guys.
Hold on. Can you list the Lakers roster
Yes.
one more time? One more time. Who do we got?
You guys have LeBron James,
Ooh.
Anthony Davis,
Oh.
Kyle Kuzma,
Oh.
Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee,
Oh, my
Alex
God.
Caruso.
Oh,
Caruso, bro. I'm
Alex
sold.
Caruso. There's
The
so
Bald
many
Mamba.
other guys.
I gotta say,
he's the new Brian Scalabrine.
all I
bro.
gotta say, the Clippers are just annoying brother, like stepbrother or little
And it's
brother.
how they do these
Let
things.
them have
It's
their moment.
disrespectful. Yeah,
Let
okay,
them have their- let
but
them
why
have
is
their
your
time.
why is your moment disrespecting our moment?
Yeah.
It's like how
Yeah, Christian.
It's how Kawhi went to his team.
Hey,
you
no,
know.
So that's why you
If
like.
Kawhi- alright,
hey,
if-
so that's why you like the different teams, like the Angels, the A's, because they're always the.
I do not like the Angels. The Angels
Oh,
are
And little brother teams.
Little brother teams.
UCLA, all that.
Oh,
That's
Busto
me.
came to.
That's me.
Busto said, "Catch
Really?
these hands."
Okay,
Hey.
Chargers fan.
Oh.
And that's coming from someone who also roots for the Chargers.
I'm a Brewer fan.
Let's get ready.
You're a Brewers fan?
Brewers fan.
Oh my God.
I'm usually I don't mind being that. I understand where the little brothers.
You're going ham right now. I love it. Wait, I just want to feel special. I want to like,
Bustos, you're cut off.
I want to hype up this terrible team we love so much. Can I just get that Avengers theme one more time?
One more time? Are we gonna go over the roster one more time?
We're gonna go over a different
Real
roster.
quick.
We're gonna go over a different roster,
Uh-uh.
okay?
And the starting lineup.
Oh yeah.
Los Angeles Kings.
Woo!
On defense, number 8, Drew Downey. And starting on left defense, number 44, Mikey Anderson. I'm hoping we traded Forbert. And your captain, Anze Kopitar, Dustin Brown, right wing, and on left wing, Alex Iafallo, and Jonathan Quick. And our coach is not bleeding anymore because he's trash, and it's time to close. Thank you.
Wow, that was the best intros I've ever heard in my whole
thank
life.
you.
Can we just talk about Alex Caruso one more time? Jason Hernandez jumped in here. He heard it too. He will be the savior of the
I hate
the
to say it,
season.
Alex Caruso is actually not a bad player. I'm
He's
just
not.
surprised that you mentioned
The
him.
meme value of Caruso
Yeah.
alone is through the roof.
Anthony Peeler, you laughing at that shit too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Eddie Jones.
Eddie.
Nick
That's my team right there.
Nick
Eddie
Van
Miller,
Exel?
Yo, Nick Van
Corey
Exel was
Blunt.
hard.
Eddie
Nick Van
Jones,
Exel was-
John
Ellis Allen,
Barry?
Nick Van Exel, John Barry. Yes. those are
We're
my
just
team.
being nostalgic right now.
Glenn
guys.
Rice.
Glenn
Let's
Rice.
go.
Glenn
Glenn
Fox with the
Rice.
Clippers. Lakers.
Best Lakers player ever, Rick Fox.
Rick
Yeah,
Fox.
he was.
I'm also biased, but you know.
Okay, so we talked about the Lakers. We talked about the Kings. We talked about the Dodgers. How about the NFL season?
No.
How about the
We
49ers?
talked about the Galaxy. Oh, you mean the 5-time world champion?
Wait, the worst team in NHL. In football?
Hey, at least we can score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
I'm bored. I'm trying to get this out. Oh my God, that's a great name right there.
Oh my god.
Hey, Mike
that was
Pemberton.
perfect timing for that.
This is a new segment. Can
How
the
about we
fo-
just start naming off random former Lakers?
I think Matt George is
That's great.
the best random
You know what?
name?
Hey, the best random former Laker gets a prize.
Yeah, best random
Here we go.
Laker wins the shirt.
And this guy, Mike
I-
Pemberton, is back with the Lakers as assistant coach.
I have
crap, really.
Hey, fun. I have a. If you can guess my most random Laker of all time, I will personally afford you a hat.
He will sign the shirt for you.
Yeah, I definitely will. I'll sign the hat. But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna text it to you what the keyword has to say. So start naming off those really random Lakers. I'll give you a hint. It was within the last 30 years.
Eldon Campbell.
30 years?
30
Man, you're
years.
going back.
Eldon Campbell.
I don't. My favorite, my all-time.
Is your back hurting, Bustos? This is when you guys get standing boostos.
Dude, is that so? You and Steve Nash have the same degenerative back disease, or
Yeah, I
what?
have bad back. I always have a bad back.
He
Hey,
golfed
that counts.
18.
Hey, Steve Nash is a random Laker. That counts.
Oh,
That
well,
does.
Kev,
But I
like that
texted
answer.
DJ the random one right now. You could see it. Watch your profanity.
Wait, no one set it up. No one set it off yet. I'm
You
just
see
gonna
it?
get out of the way.
Yeah,
Isn't that great?
That's a random one of all.
That's the
Cedric
best
Sabalas?
one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Here, I send it to everybody in the podcast so you can get it too, Christian.
That's a great one.
Mario Bennett.
No, don't say it out loud. Don't say it
I
out loud.
can't say it out loud.
God.
Can I give
That's
a
such
hint?
a good one.
Can I give a hint?
No, this is such a good one.
No,
You're in the. Oh.
I feel like if you were a Lakers fan, a diehard Laker fan, this name would make you happy, bro.
Sasha Vujicic.
That's another name.
Damn it! I was gonna say that name.
There's so many good ones.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? Welcome back, buddy.
Brooke Lopez.
I love Sedell Treat.
You think we could get Lamar Odom on
No
the
one's got
podcast?
it yet.
Hey,
I'm down.
Ryan,
What's he
that
doing?
was one of my favorite Lakers, Sedell Treat, back in the 90s.
I'll give you guys an even better hint.
No,
I'll,
I'll give you a
I'll
good
hook you
hint.
guys up.
I'll give you a good hint.
This Laker played on the team for no more than 3 seasons, and it was between 94 and 2014.
Can I say,
Brian Grant.
Hey, can I say who he backed up?
Huh?
Can I give him a clue
Tyronn
who
Lue.
he backed up?
Chris Mim.
No, because it will give away too much, maybe.
No, it would, but it'd be a good one.
You can say who his coach was.
Andrew Bynum.
Phil Jackson.
All right. That's a huge hint.
That's a very
That was your coach of that player.
Whew, you got a decade and a half with that one.
Great.
Yeah, but that's
Have
still
fun with
good.
that, guys.
Yo, Adam Morrison. That's a good
That's
one.
a good one,
too.
but it's not Adam Morrison. He's not American. I'll give you that. That's a huge hint.
My favorite.
The biggest
Adam
hint-
Morrison, hey, my favorite Adam Morrison seeing him cry when he lost to
Gonzaga?
UCLA.
Yeah, dude. That was a dope team. That
Why
It's
did
Gonzaga.
that-
hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did laugh at that.
But anyways,
Why did that bring you so much joy seeing him cry?
after
Well,
dying
all
of
these
laughter
LA
because of
fans, We actually should
DJ,
have lost that game.
Bustos brought a good point up about the LA Rams and the NFL.
Yes.
Interesting start against Raiders again. Preseason game 1 doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But interesting start to the season to see where Blake Bortles is, especially on a road where every game is important to the Raiders fans. Always a big showing there.
Have you guys watched the Hard Knocks? Any of you?
Yeah.
Anyone have?
Nope.
It's,
I want to keep my brain cells, so no.
it's actually
I mean,
been pretty
Is it
good.
it's on the Raiders?
You like all
Yeah.
Oakland teams, so I'm surprised you're not watching.
Wow.
I like the athletics. That's it.
Hey, Jason got it.
Yo, Jason Hernandez.
Lava man
got-
for
Oh my
Jacob.
Jason Hernandez.
Stimpy
got it.
JD for the win.
The best backup center of all
Jason,
time.
get us your
Kev,
info. We got a shirt for you.
Kev, I love your answer.
Yo, Kev, DJ Benga, Tacos.
Benga.
You guys see that clip?
DJ Benga.
Look up DJ Benga tacos on YouTube.
Oh, God.
Tacos.
Oh,
You got
that's
it.
so
I just
good.
want to keep like naming like random former Lakers. Just
Oh,
because it's
bro.
fun.
We should have a comment.
Rony Turian.
That's for your game.
Hey,
Teriyaki?
Rony was the homie though. I wish
Tell
he
me
had
he knew you on a first name basis.
never.
Ah.
But he's the homie in my heart.
We should
You
have
know
a
who
game.
else is the homie in our hearts?
We should have a
Steve
game.
Blake.
I should have a game pulled out.
Steve Blake was a shooter.
Lethal
We
shooter.
should have a game bring back the game to name the Lakers.
Name the Laker?
From the 2000 to
The
2000.
irrelevant Lakers.
But wait, can we talk about the most unsung hero Laker of that championship run?
Sun Yue.
Nope.
Which one?
Jeremy Lin.
The Mad Dog himself.
Yeah,
Mark
Max.
Madsen.
Mark Madsen,
Madsen,
dog.
the best
The
dancer?
best dancer in NBA history.
Right? He really
You
is.
know what's funny?
shout out to him, like, dropping some, Spanish
not talking to
dialogue to
the
the
mic.
people at the parades too.
Yo, he was like Rob Gronkowski before Rob Gronkowski was Rob Gronkowski.
Exactly.
Y mis personas de Los Angeles.
You know what was my favorite?
Oh my god.
My favorite was
Kobe Carl.
Kobe Carl's not a good name.
I got you, Boostos. This
So
is for
good.
your. This is for your
But
back.
guys, while we figure out the technical difficulties that is Josh, Rams.
Which is a lot of problems.
While we fix
What
this for
did you
Josh's
like from
back.
the preseason, including tonight against the Cowboys over in
Hawaii.
Hawaii? What do you think is a bright spot for the Rams? What do they need to work on? Your thoughts, including from a.
Well,
Fuck, I can't stand the fact you're a Niners fan, but I love you.
Yeah.
hey,
The
you
one
know
thing,
what I-
Christian, you're
I'm
so
actually
you're
out of
so
the loop on
close.
this one.
You're
You know
so
what-
close
you
to
know
being
what I
perfect,
know,
Christian.
the Browns are not going to start any of their starters.
No, until
They
the
didn't do
last
that
game.
Year. They didn't even do that last year. They
Yeah.
didn't even play them.
They'll
They
put
just
Goff in for 5 snaps in the preseason game 4.
They
and
didn't play
that's
him
it.
that game.
Yeah, he didn't even get
I think
a
it's more
snap
this,
last year.
this preseason to see who will be the backup for Todd
It's gotta
Gurley.
be, yeah. And
That's gonna be the key.
That's a big debate. I wish that Mr. Tomothy was here to talk about that because that's his big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
'cause
this
he
is
has
his-
he has a big
his
That's where
wheelhouse.
Tommy thrives. I'm like, don't look at me, guys. Shit.
Okay, current update. The Rams are currently losing 14-10 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth.
Who cares?
Really? You're losing to? I know it's preseason, but really, you're gonna be out here taking L's against the Dallas
I mean,
Cowboys?
there's no starters. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking
You're
to
losing
it.
to Hank Hill's team.
The bright spot is being
Hank
Hawaii.
Hill,
Oh,
God dang it, Bobby.
dang it, Bobby.
I think
God dang it, Bobby.
the team.
Dang it, Jerry.
God dang it,
I think the team is.
Close hand.
I have to say, the key is finding a running back. And
Oh, Josh, don't come on. No, Bustos is gone. No, I'm
The
gonna Bustos down there.
Bustos eject button is the 20th century Fox flute theme.
Hey, honestly though, we should do a segment where Josh talks like Boom Hour.
Bang on. Oh,
Bougie
Rams
Cousins,
running back, back on,
Malcolm Brown.
back on Malcolm Brown.
They
Dang on, CJ Anderson.
Touchdown in there.
Run a touchdown in.
and the right, also the safeties for the Rams.
That's true.
Those are
That
the
is a-
two main
that's a
positions
touch.
you want to find during the preseason.
I want to say I liked what I saw
And
from
stay-
Malcolm Brown, even though I want to see John Kelly get that spot. I feel
No,
like he's
how about the
grinding a little
running back
bit
they
more.
drafted? He looked pretty good at times.
Yeah, it was
I
at
miss CJ Anderson, guys.
CJ Anderson.
Fatback.
yeah, but he didn't he sign with someone else?
Yeah, he
with
went
the
to
Saints?
Denver.
Denver?
No,
He
Oh
came
no, he
from
came from
Denver.
Denver. He went to
Where did he go?
Minnesota.
Detroit.
Good luck, bro.
Right.
Holy crap!
He took what he
You-
could get.
You know who looked really good? Kadarrell Hodge looked solid against the Raiders. He was running
Yep,
some
Detroit.
sick routes, making really good plays. His reads on the defense were really good, and he got extra yardage on every play that I saw him doing in the first half. So I'm really excited to see what Kadarrell Hodge can do. Maybe slot in behind Cooper Kupp in that third or fourth spot in the receiving core. I think that'll be a big bright spot. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of this preseason, honestly, myself. And hopefully seeing John Kelly get his bump us with the depth chart. I think John Kelly is a solid running back, and I think he has a lot to
The
offer.
key of the preseason is to stay healthy.
Yes.
Not like
Yeah.
my team who's freaking hurt like heck already.
Aww.
You want to talk about the Chargers real quick?
I mean,
Yeah, let's talk about
Do
the
it.
Bolts.
Keenan Allen's hurt. James is hurt. We're in trouble with those injuries.
This is Wisto's Chargers report.
And then we don't have Melvin Gordon
And
still.
Melvin Gordon's holding out. Yeah.
And Rivers did not play. Oh, Bosa.
I guess it's the Philip Rivers team again,
Chargers.
like he used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill baby Chargers.
Melvin Gordon's still holding out for his big contract, or else he wants to get traded.
Running
Derwin
back, but the
James.
problem is running back values is very, very
I think this is Austin Eckler's year. huh?
underappreciated, but understand why these running backs are holding out. But their value to NFL teams are not that much.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of when Todd Gurley gets hurt again.
Wow, Bustos.
Yeah,
Why are you ready to
if-
fight for
I
Bustos?
mean, if you guys are gonna make fun of the Chargers, you got to know that's coming back.
Todd Gurley's gonna get hurt again, like he always does.
Right now, it really is a battle for LA. The first.
No, it
two-
isn't. It's a Rams town, and I'm gonna admit it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna be the guy who rebels.
Well,
and says,
you're the one who's a San Francisco 49er fan. You're not even an LA fan.
I root for the Chargers too. So.
Hey, you know what?
Someone in LA's got to root for them.
You know what? It's
I
cute
do.
when you go
I'm
to
gonna
the
be
Galaxy.
positive. You're the one who's all negative. I'm like, you know what?
How can you call
I hope
yourself?
they do well.
How can you
I
call
don't
yourself
want
an
to do well,
LA
but they're gonna be in
team
trouble.
Why
when
don't
you
you be
rent
positive about the
from an
Chargers,
MLS
Bustos?
team?
They're not gonna be start off the good team. The good this year.
How do you
point.
rent to play in an MLS stadium and
We're
call
just
yourself an
renters.
NFL team?
We've always been renters.
Tell you, man, y'all just need to go to the Adobe Desert, bro, and just play.
We need to
Stop
go back
football
to
there.
San Diego, honestly, but it's stupid.
Hey.
Nope.
But
Why-
stupid San Diego.
San Diego had their chance. They had 50 plus years between city and
Well,
county and the team to sort things.
Why can't the
sort
Chargers
things
go to
out.
Alabama?
No,
No.
Come on.
no.
That's a good idea.
You don't like that?
49ers should just
No,
go
I
to
don't.
Alabama.
Why not? The mobile Chargers, because they're always moving. I'm out.
Wow.
But I'm. Where's
That was
that?
so corny, but I will give you props.
Where was
for
that?
Outstanding.
Yeah, more.
Not
They've
gonna
moved
lie,
more
that was
Not
times.
even gonna lie, I
Hey,
made that up
they
on
moved-
the spot.
Yeah, sure. The Rams have moved more times than the Chargers has.
You are
It's
right.
true. It is true. They moved
But-
multiple times.
but-
the team organized, the team established in Cleveland.
Went to St. Louis.
No, the team
Oh,
started in
in
Cleveland,
Cleveland. Went to
then
LA.
moved to Los Angeles, then moved to St. Louis, and then came back to LA.
It's gonna be good.
Are you done?
All right, this is
mean,
not.
you know
I done it.
Can you play the Charger Report theme song one
You
more
know what
time
actually
just so
I'm
we
more
know how it
excited
is?
about?
So,
Yeah.
time for the Charger report?
No.
No. Still plays it.
Gordon's still holding
Hey, none of you guys follow it.
Bosa sucks.
Hey,
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Why are we
Sorry.
hurt?
I'm actually more excited for the college football season coming up.
Oh gosh, what? Because UCLA's finally gonna be maybe.
No, we're bad. They're bad.
Okay.
They're bad. They're 6-6.
They might
at
win
best.
6 games this year.
They're
Okay.
6-6 at best. I'm just excited for. I don't know why. I've always liked blasphemy. I always liked college football better than NFL.
And I will
Oh, you
give.
can't go wrong
hold
with
on,
college
hold on,
football.
hold on. I used to be like that until we got the Rams, but I will give you that 100%. As a USC fan and watching the passion the fan base had and the games that they had was just was unparalleled. Like you couldn't match
That
any
was like an
NFL.
NFL
could
game.
match it.
That was an NFL watching. As much as I hated watching USC because I was a UCLA
Like
fan.
the
kill.
crowds, yeah.
It was bigger than an NFL game.
Yeah,
It's,
absolutely.
I have to tell you the truth. If you compare a Rams game and a USC game, SC games are more fun, more popular than the
Yeah,
Rams game.
it's a more energy, and you know,
Yeah.
as someone who's been to more USC games and Rams games, obviously, I grew up with SC games, and the Rams are now the team of choice down here last 3 seasons, going on 4. It's kind of weird. I love the Rams being here. I'm so glad I have an NFL team now that I can root for and not feel weird because my team's all the way away. But I kind of miss that dynamic of football was never, oh, who's your football team? It was never, oh, Cowboys and Raiders. No, it was always, it was Trojans or Bruins, always.
it was always college.
And I kind of miss that growing up. You know, my kids, when I do have them, will not have that. They'll have an NFL. Hopefully, they'll still have an NFL team here, or the Chargers, one of the two. They probably won't both.
An NFL team or the Chargers. You hear what
Yeah,
he
you
said?
heard that? But, you know, my point being, I kind of miss that dynamic. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where it was just,
Yeah.
you know,
Plot
Well,
twist.
one thing I
Plot
liked
twist to
about-
pick the
hey,
XFL.
Yeah,
there was one thing I
that's
didn't
when
like
I never
about-
had a
There was
team.
one thing I liked
Go
about not having
Avengers.
NFL teams,
No, the extreme.
the 2 NFL teams.
I know.
We actually got the games of the week every week in NFL.
it was bad. It was dope.
Yeah, we got to watch all the good teams play. Now we got like.
And we had the Avengers Arena Football League.
We got,
Who I was a
that
big
was-
shout out to our star defensive end, Silas Demery, who's a friend of mine.
Imagine
And now
if the
starting wide
Avengers,
receiver, Kevin Ingram.
if the Avengers were around now with the Marvel Avengers.
Dog.
Oh, God.
And starting at quarterback, number
They would literally
5.
be entering the field at Staples Center
To the song.
Did you
Yeah.
guys ever go to an Avengers game?
Yeah,
I've
I
never
never
done
got a
it.
chance.
I
go,
went to
unfortunately.
several.
I went to
and
one.
they were so much fun. Watching,
they had crazy giveaways. I remember.
bro. Yeah, okay. So, so for my 14th birthday, I went to an Avengers game. My birthday's in May, and the Dodgers would never play on my birthday. But I'd go to an Avengers game, and they were like pretty reasonable prices. But you could get so close to the field because it's an arena, you know. The best part about it was one of the giveaways was a free Chipotle burrito when Chipotle was just coming into this market.
Oh yeah.
So I got, and it was a little burrito.
and you still have that burrito to this day.
Yeah, bro.
this day.
So the burrito, like if you wanted the free burrito, you had to give him this foam burrito that was like wrapped in foil. I remember we went back to my house after the game. We all played football with the big burrito the entire night.
Like, what's a Chipotle anyway?
House football. Let's go.
What is a Chipotle?
But yeah, I missed the
anyway?
Avengers. That was a lot of fun.
The LA Kiss. Kev.
LA Kiss. Yeah, they were here, and then
They were in
they played in
Anaheim.
Anaheim.
They
That was a
played
big
Anaheim.
issue.
It was really awkward. It's like, how are you going to call them the LA Kids?
Well, you remember all Anaheim teams want to be LA.
Wow.
Shout
Boosters
out
with the
Art
bold
Moreno.
take.
Busos, do you hate the Angels?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Do you hate the Angels or their fans more?
they're fans.
Okay.
I
Me
actually
too.
like the team.
Okay. Yeah. I that's how I
like
feel.
Trout. I like watching Pujols play.
They're a likable team, but their
They're
fans
likable
are
team.
terrible.
Fans, I hate the fans.
Yes, go Angels, Bob! I've never actually ever been to a sporting event where I got shushed for cheering on the home team
Like
in my
I would,
life,
I would go to Anaheim.
except Anaheim.
I would go to Anaheim just to watch the Angels play, but I'm rooting against them.
Bro, I went
I
to
do
a
it all the
game,
time.
free tickets, Mariners and Angels.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
you go to
right?
more Dodger. You go more Angels and A's games than you go Dodger,
Dodger
games
games.
sometimes.
I went to a game a couple years ago, and I literally got shushed for cheering the Angels on against the Mariners because they're like, I'm in this section where like everybody's not cheering. I'm like, hey, let's go, everybody get crazy, and someone goes, shh.
You know what's
I'm like,
funny?
are you kidding me?
The worst game I ever been to is when I was one of my best friends had season tickets to the Angels, and I like going to baseball games just for kicks and goes. The game we went to, Angels versus Giants.
Oh.
How conflicted were you?
I was just hoping for a tie or a bean or a fight, and guys get suspended.
This thing's so squeaky.
That's what I was hoping for.
Have you guys been to an XFL game?
Well, they're coming back next year.
Ryan's asking us.
Hashtag X gonna give it to you.
No, that's
He
real-
hate me.
He hate me. He was
guys
missing.
So they
Yeah, he
have-
was in the
yeah,
news. He was
they're-
missing. Rob
they've been
Smart.
dropping-
Sometime last
They've
year.
guys
been
remember
dropping
him?
hints. The XFL's like Twitter accounts been dropping hits on like when they're gonna like start naming teams and have logos
Yeah.
and such. and I've been begging the XFL Los
bring
Angeles
back
Twitter
the
account to just-
extreme.
Like, look, don't acknowledge where you came from. You are the extreme.
Yeah, it has
You are
to be.
the XFL.
You're the defending champ.
You are technically the defending champions.
20 years. It's unreal. It's never been done before.
To this
The
day.
20-year defending champions.
Hey,
They are actually the only team, the only pro football team to bring a championship to Los Angeles in the last 30 years.
is that a Rams dig right there? I'm trying to follow you.
No, it's equal opportunity. Everybody's getting these hands.
Equal
Rams
opportunity
and the
loser.
Chargers.
Well, everybody
Everybody gets buried.
remember his quarterback,
Thug live.
Tommy Maddox, was the quarterback of the XFL LA Extremes.
The LA Extreme.
Yeah.
I went to a La Salsa game, LA Salsa game at ELAC back when I was 9. What is that?
What is the LA Salsa?
Out of all the defunct LA teams I've heard of,
Wow.
including the LA Blades, including the LA Sharks
Yeah,
hockey team,
when LA Sharks.
they
shout out.
existed.
Yeah, my dad has a LA Sharks jersey.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that. They played at the sports arena
Yeah.
where LAFC said, you know what, we want to make a building to say we were from LA. So they
I actually
constructed
like-
the sports.
Kev,
I like
what,
what
what
Ezra
year was this that you went to the LA Salsa game back at ELAC? Because we gotta look into this one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what,
that's a
90s,
good one.
80s? That's a trip,
80s?
bro.
Bustos is
LA
on it.
Salsa.
Soccer. So this is some pre-MLS soccer.
Did like when you go, does someone dress in red, then someone dresses in green, then someone dresses in like purple for like red onions?
Free salsa night.
Yeah,
everyone
dude.
gets like a little cup
Do you
of
get
salsa.
free tortilla chips with every purchase of a seat? Like that's
True
crazy.
story.
93-94 soccer team.
Yeah, he
Dude,
said 94.
1994.
LA salsa.
Wow.
All right, well I'm sold.
That's right. So,
It's funny, the Galaxy you actually were giving away tortillas after the games back in like 2009, 2010. They used to be sponsored by like Guerrero Tortillas, and
Which
after
are
the
bomb.
game, yeah, delicious. Not gonna knock them. Friend of the podcast.
Guerrero and Mission.
They'd be posted up outside the gates, outside
Giving
the
out
exits,
tortillas?
and they'd have like a truck full of hot tortillas.
That's awesome.
And it would get mobbed, and everybody's getting like 30-pack of tortillas as they're going
amazing.
out. They're handing it to everybody. Dude, best giveaway ever.
Imagine
That's
the
almost
Davis
as good as
before
the Dollar
the
Dodger
just
Dog night whenever
keep
he's
going
throwing
around.
Dodger Dogs
Yeah,
at everybody.
exactly. Just like tortillas.
they also used to do
up.
this thing where, like, if the Galaxy would shut out a team, you take your ticket stub to like El Pollo Campero and get like a free 2-piece.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
do.
Good
So
times.
now that we're on the Galaxy, which is fun, and another game where they, you know, could have won, should have won, probably should have won.
Let me find the score. I
And
know
we're
it was-
gonna throw up
So
our.
the final score tonight against Seattle Sounders FC was 2-2.
2-2.
So it's tie. It's a tie. It's a
Both
tie.
by Zlatan.
They kissed
We're
their
gonna
sister.
call
It's
it
disgusting.
tie.
My yeah right. My I talked with an LAFC friend of mine. If you, or if our producer wants, you can put the ugly LAFC picture if you want. That's up to you though. I know it offends you too as much as it offends me. But my buddy Colin is a big LAFC fan, and he's been a
That's
supporter.
unfortunate.
It is, but he's a good guy, and he's a big Dodger fan and Kings fan, so I give him a break, just like we give Bung a break and Kev a break. But Colin actually, he's been a supporter of like their initiative since they started in 2015, so I will give him that. And his fiance is one of my good friends from back in the day.
Uh-huh.
But he gave me a good reason why I started cheering on LAFC, and it's because the Galaxy broke his heart as a little boy growing up in Pasadena,
Why?
because they moved from Pasadena in 2002 to the Home Depot Center in 2003.
I mean, they didn't move that far.
But he couldn't go to games anymore.
So you just
And
abandoned
so
them?
when he never forgave them for that, as much as he wanted to support them, he was heartbroken. So I think that's like the most legitimate reason for leaving the Galaxy is someone's left. I wouldn't do it, but at the same time, you can't blame him as someone that's a 9-year-old kid. Your emotions are running high at that point.
Nah, son. Nah.
But I'm about
It's
to
not
play
like
devil's.
It's not like people in San Diego. Oh my God, we lost the Chargers to like 2 hours.
I'm about to play devil's advocate right here. Christian.
Yes.
Why are you a 49ers fan?
All right. Oh God. Bustos, shut up. You sit down, all right?
Cliff notes, cliff
You know,
notes.
actually, it's funny. I retract. A few moments ago, I just did this and like, nah, son.
You now
After this, and I'm like, I'm totally being the guy calling
gonna
the,
nah son yourself?
calling the pot the kettle black and all,
Yeah.
all that, being hypocritical.
I'm not gonna.
I
cheer
retract
you,
I retract my previous
Thank
nah,
That's
son.
that's
So,
why
yeah.
that's why I said that, because I was gonna
Okay,
say
all
I
right.
think this sounds oddly familiar.
And
to
it's
me.
Alright.
also why I kind of brought it up. But so
Well, all right,
Colin's
not
not
necessarily.
crazy.
All right, not necessarily, but I'll explain for those that might wonder. Like,
Quick
you know,
version. Cliff notes.
When I started watching football,
Yes.
greatest intro to that too. I love that.
This is
Finish
official
it. Finish it.
That's
football
almost,
talk.
that's almost as good as the
So
Titanic flute.
Right? It's the same bad
And then it's
flute.
leading into the Titanic one though.
That's when we get emotional, though.
Right. No,
The guy just
what
get
I-
all his tracks on.
Actually, all right, how I became a 49ers fan, for those that are wondering, they're like, how are you an LA guy, but you root for the 49ers?
All LA everything except.
Pretty much, and
Wait,
except for primarily an NFL.
I remember
Wait,
when I
wait,
went
he
for a
also
season,
liked the
it was
Oakland
cold.
A's, so there's another Bay Area team right there.
Oh,
Bustos and his ever
Oh,
continuing vendetta against the Bay Area.
I hate the Bay Area.
Vendettas
I don't know if
against
it's.
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if it's Bay
There's
Area or
certain parts of the
Christian.
Bay Area that are cool with LA. Relax, man.
Oakland is definitely one
the
of
only
them.
thing I
Oakland
don't-
is
Oakland
LA's
is
cousin.
definitely cool with LA.
The only thing I
Relax.
don't hate
I
is
love Oakland.
Hey, me and DJ's kind
You
of
guys
a little
are alone
argument.
in-
The only Oakland Bay Area team I don't hate is Golden State.
I
But
hate
you
him
should
too.
hate them.
I hate
You
him
should
too.
hate the Golden State
I
Warriors.
don't hate them, but I don't like them. But I like watching.
But why do you hate the A's? Really?
Because of
Really?
you guys.
Because of what?
Because of you two.
Straight up. You're why he hates it. He has no California love.
You have to go to an A's game to understand. Okay,
You should
okay,
go to an A's
so,
game.
So Josh,
no,
remember?
remember what I said.
Also, just for if we're being real here, the real reason not to like the A's is because they play in the American League. Let's be real.
But we play them only once in
No.
hours.
National
Anyways,
League baseball
we're
or
completely off
bust.
topic, right? You
I'll
guys are asking-
never root for an AL
Sorry,
baseball team.
I'm an American.
I'm a national.
Hey,
I know.
All right, so the
hey,
short version
there's
of like
only one.
Might
there's
as
only
well be
one-
minor league baseball in the American League.
There's only one baseball team I
Um,
follow, and that's the
No
Dodgers.
one said Oakland's better than LA. Just saying Oakland is cool with LA. Like LA and Oakland are very similar cities. The cultures are very similar. That's
They
why
suck.
Oakland's cool.
They just like following
hold
Oakland
on.
teams.
Hold on. So no, that deserves a flute. So wait, Busto, you get one line. You gotta come back. Anybody
Take this punishment.
Remember how we went to the McCourt era days, 2011 specifically, and the only people there were diehard baseball fans and season ticket holders? Yeah, that's every year in Oakland. So like there's nobody there.
and they've had bad
but-
ownership for years. Until
But
recently.
it's fun because everybody there's having fun and is a big fan. That's every Oakland
Okay,
game.
if I had to
And
choose
the players play hard.
another team in California, if I had to, it would be Oakland.
Absolutely.
But
No, it would be the
but
Padres.
no, we're not because they're
Okay,
division rivals.
literally.
Division
They,
rival.
and they
Wait,
hate
you know
us.
why?
They hate us
You know why?
beyond.
Boost us,
You
you're
know
cut
why?
off.
Yeah, I
Because
can't.
you know why? They
Strawberry-
suck every year.
But I
Strawberry
can't agree with you.
daiquiris have been canceled
Yeah,
this week.
I can't give you that one. They do suck, but they still hate us
Yeah.
more than we hate them.
I'm just being a dig on San
But-
Diego.
Hey, shout out
A's-
Kev Reed with the Toronto is the second best city.
Anyways,
Yeah,
let me.
baby. I agree,
we went
Kev.
completely
quick
off topic.
version though. Quick version.
All right, the reason why I'm a 49ers fan in football primarily is because when I started watching football, both the Rams and Raiders had left. Channel 11, the Fox affiliate down here in Los Angeles, by default would show the Niners games as the local
Right, because there's a
game
local
of the week.
following
So
for some reason.
alright. That and plus, you had guys like Steve Young and
They
Jerry
have
Rice.
some really great
so they have
Hall
really
of
good players. So
Yeah.
it was like, all right.
Give you that. But Jason Hernandez says, but y'all
There it
need to
is.
see an A's game in Oakland. Seriously, they'll win you over.
Actually, we got the little
Absolutely.
drummer boy
So
right
wait,
here.
He's
Yeah.
part of the Oakland A's.
I'm
he's
one of the
bleachers.
guys who's
he's
actually
a
on
substitute.
drums. I'm one of the
And
backup drummers.
I'm a friend of all those guys.
That's why I give you guys a
Of some of those guys, and I lived in the Bay Area for 3 years, not by choice, and slightly by choice, but I lived there, and because I was not going to watch baseball in SF because the Giants are literally the worst team in the world. I decided to go to A's games, and only when I went to one non-Dodgers A's game, and it was to watch Verlander dominate. It was fun.
Well-
But every time I went to Dodgers A's games, it was lit. It was like a playoff game, so much fun and love. It's the same LA vibe up there, man. You go to an A's game, that's the only baseball team I'll throw some extra love out there. Oakland fans are awesome, man.
Also, Bustos,
I
they share a
agree.
common disdain
the
for both the
Giants.
Giants and
Hey,
Angels.
hey, I agree.
Literally.
I agree. Their fan base is great, but
Enemy of my enemy is my friend, Bustos. That's the A's.
they're still Oakland. They're still Bay Area.
They're
We need to get, all right, you know
Oakland.
something? We need to get
Bustos
you.
up to the
we
Bay
need to get
Area
you. All right,
now.
how about this?
I've actually been to the Bay Area a couple of times.
Join,
It's just that
join
part
me
of the
and
Bay.
possibly Ray for an A's game against the Angels. Obviously
Let's do
not
it.
Oakland, but perhaps at least
I
in
might have
Anaheim.
to. I might have to root for the Angels over here.
Oh my God! I'll tell you right now.
Bustos,
when you
you
go
are
to the Bay,
seriously
Bustos, East Bay is another world as opposed to SF.
Hey, I know that Bay Area. I'm just having fun with you guys, trying to get you triggered like. everything
Just like
else.
Friedman sucks.
But
Yeah.
Kev
Just like
asked,
Friedman sucks.
yeah, Kev's wife's an Oakland A's fan. Awesome. I feel you, bro.
Hannah's with me on the whole affection for the 49ers.
I can
but even though
respect
she
it.
doesn't watch football.
Kev asked, and I think we should close it off here, more or less. Kev asked, how many other baseball stadiums have you guys been to?
Oh, okay.
We've That's a good question.
Christian's gone to a lot. I haven't
you-
gone to many.
You haven't?
No, I have actually just stayed local.
So how many? Wait, you've been to Australia too, and
Yeah.
Boston. So how many base? How many? I have a better question, not a better question, but a question to top on that. How many times? Where have you seen the Dodgers play?
I've seen them in
Inclu-
Australia,
Okay.
Boston,
Okay.
and that's it.
And then Dodger Stadium
And San Diego and Dodger Stadium.
and Angel Stadium.
And Angel Stadium.
Okay, so that's pretty solid. DJ,
Man.
have you seen the Dodgers play?
You've been to a few ballparks.
Yeah, Phoenix, San Diego, San Francisco, Chicago.
Oh, the north and south side. Sorry.
Yeah, White Sox, Cubs.
Sick.
Houston
You seen them play in Houston when they were in NL?
at
huh?
the Astrodome.
Oh,
sick.
wow.
Not at
Nice.
Minute Maid Coors Park. I've been to. I don't know what else off the top of my head. I've driven by like a ton of other
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, I've driven by or flew over
A ton.
or
That
gone
doesn't
by a whole
count.
bunch
Yeah.
of things.
We evolved on that.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to be like rude or anything.
I
but,
don't
like,
count those though.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't count them.
Christian, where have you seen the Dodgers win a game or play a game?
Play a
Doesn't have to be
game.
one.
I've seen them in every.
NL
ball-
West. All the NL West.
So, I've seen them in every ballpark in California. So obviously here, Anaheim, San Diego. I've been to San Francisco. I've seen them in Oakland each time the last few years.
Have you seen them win a game in every stadium in California?
Yes.
Including Oakland. Me too.
I'm such
Yes.
a bad road traveler, so I usually get losses.
We need to make a trip out to.
Update. Rams lost, guys. 14-10. I know you're devastated right now. I know you're just.
You guys couldn't even give the people of LA a free jumbo jack with the purchase of a large drink.
Yo, Kev's count is at 28, dude.
Nice.
Last one in September. Your count's at
Nice.
36. What? Oh, I think another count. I think Jason's counting another
I've been to
count.
7 ballparks actually overall. but
36
I've only seen the
ballparks?
Dodgers
play.
in 6 or
Okay.
7.
So I've been to 6, seen the Dodgers play at all 6, including Chase Field. My question to Kev is, and this is my personal thing. I know everybody goes, "Oh, let's go to every ballpark," but I want to see my team play at every ballpark and win at every ballpark because that's not a thing that many people do. They just go watch games at ballparks. Right?
It's
I
so
don't
hard.
understand that.
It's so hard and so much money.
And that's why it's.
I mean, if
more
you go for the whole
prestigious, right?
series, you hope at least one of those
Yeah,
games.
but that's more prestigious, right? The fact that you can see your team win a game in every major league ballpark. I think that's more prestigious than just going to
the most recent new ballpark for me was Chase Field last year, and it was like 2 of the last 3 games towards the end of the year, and it was the last of the series for like the D-backs. So Arizona won both games.
I'm trying to make it.
I'm going in 2 weeks.
I
You
need
are
the
to Arizona?
4-game series.
Dude, I need the ESPN. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
I have it on
for
my
that.
phone.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier
Yeah.
just got knocked out in the fourth round. In the fourth round.
Oh, that's right. UFC tonight in Anaheim.
It's Cormier, but yeah.
Cormier?
Even though you're probably saying it properly. In America, we don't say any names right.
Cormier.
Brett Favre, not Brett Favre.
Favre.
Not Favre.
Favre.
Something about Mary?
It's
Brett
it's not Brett
Favre.
Favre. And we call him Favre because we can't read.
Brad,
That's
did you see my
trippy though.
baseball?
Rest in peace. I hope he's well. I hope he's healthy. That's a sick win for the other dude. But I was saying that if for Dodgers fans that don't want to travel with Pantone or do, it doesn't matter. There is a really nice trip I think this next coming season 2020. I'm really looking at. It's Kansas City in Kansas City.
Ooh, that's
And the
right.
good thing about it is it's in May. In
Yeah.
Kansas City, after May is terrible to
You
go.
You don't want to
Midwest
be
in general.
you don't want to be anywhere
In the Midwest.
Midwest, East, or South after June.
Yeah.
Actually,
So-
September, they go to Milwaukee.
Yeah,
and
and
then from
Chicago.
Milwaukee straight to
Chicago.
Chicago.
My
They play the
parents
South
like a
Side.
2-hour.
White Sox?
My parents are
White
making.
Sox.
My
Yeah,
parents
so
are
that might be
flying-
another one.
2-hour
So
drive.
My parents
check
are
out
planning
those
to make that.
tickets. It might be a good time to go if you're trying to knock that off your ballpark list.
We're all gonna crash
That'd
at
be
my
a good
sister's
year.
house. You guys all down?
Yo,
Everybody?
are you down?
Everybody.
I actually have a buddy that lives.
I'm seriously down. No,
Get
no one
everybody.
am I joking
go.
about
Get
this.
everyone.
She's
Get
so
everyone in
crack-
here.
she's so
It's
crack- Funny
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
send her the clip, but just to this show right here.
Yeah.
I'm like, everybody in the group chat, you're all welcome to stay
Boom.
at my sister's
Ken,
house.
Hannah,
We're just
Jason.
gonna throw Jason.
Ryan.
You're gonna be
You're
there.
looking out.
Kev's coming. Hannah's coming.
the
Who else?
funniest
Ryan's
thing
coming.
Is, I have a buddy in Milwaukee, so he'd be totally down. Let me say he lives like 20 minutes from Miller Park. So he'd be
We're
down
having a
with me
party.
staying.
We're all going to Milwaukee,
Go.
guys.
We're going,
I
we're
wasn't
going
planning on
we're
going to.
right
Now
It's
maybe I
funny,
might
like,
go.
I've actually like been legitimately interested in like catching a game like in Chicago in general, but like
I went. So
like,
I've been
the
to both
Cubs would seem
Wrigley. Yeah.
impossible, and we play them like early on in the year. But like realistically, I think it's easier to get tickets for like a game.
Yeah, and everybody hates on the White Sox. I went last time the Dodgers were out
I
there.
feel
That's when I
like-
caught the Chris
Yeah.
Taylor home run. That's when I actually gave Kenley the California flag, which started the whole thing. That was it.
By the way,
Chicago.
if you ever want to get tight with ball players, it's 100% on the road.
Yes.
You
And
never.
Yes.
And go to the cities like the cities that are not popular.
And that's
And
the
I was
last
gonna
tip
say
I'm ever
that
giving you.
place was so empty.
You
It was
were the
like
Dodger fan.
tickets were cheap. We're
Guaranteed
like,
rate field.
yeah,
they've done
guaranteed.
How many name changes have they gone through the last 15
Dude, it was
years?
fun.
Not really. Actually, they've
was-
kept them pretty.
Yeah.
It's a solid park though. Honestly,
Yeah.
like
They've done a lot
Hey,
of upgrades.
all you gotta
so,
do, go to Miami for a baseball game. You're guaranteed to interact with the players.
yeah.
Guarantee, yeah.
You can talk to him during the game, like Cody.
Bruh,
Like, what?
my favorite is going to Oakland, dude. And going to talk. I got there so early. No one was there. I sat there and had like a 20-minute conversation
you
with
sit in the
Alex
dugout.
Wood. It was great. Yeah, literally. And then it's the bullpens on the sideline, so you get to talk. But it's a lot of fun, boys.
Shout out to
Was
the
that
South Side.
was that episode 16 or was it just me?
That felt like number 16.
That felt
Big
like-
Willie style.
We got all our solid teams in there. We
Can't
got all
believe
our
we forgot Goff.
friends in there. We never would forget Goff.
I can't believe that.
Don't worry, I got you. Guys, if you won a shirt and you remember,
Yeah.
message us
Let
at
us know.
hooligan.sports on Instagram. Message DJ.
Somebody.
Message Bustos.
We got Instagram,
JRA
Twitter,
Bustos, Instagram
Facebook.
and Twitter, and LinkedIn, and plentyoffish.com. JRA Bustos.
Yeah,
Bumble.
if you
He's
can
on Bumble.
find
Bumble for sure.
you can
and
find
Grindr.
Bustos Tinder. Give him some love.
So,
Shout him out.
Tinder, yeah. I thought it was
Tinder
just
Bustos.
Grindr.
Grindr.
We gotta find Christian. You know what that is, Bustos?
What?
Grinder?
No.
Good. I figured you didn't.
Oh,
you gotta get
no,
Christian on.
that's bad. Oh, no.
That's basically that.
Bustos is on Grinder.
Look him up.
Look him up today.
He's on an app.
He has an account.
He's waiting for you.
Wait, what are you? Bustos, how many times are we gonna give you a new
I don't
theme
know about that
song?
one, Chief.
That was borderline treason on our part. Sorry, Bustos, we love you.
Sorry, Bustos.
Bustos, we have Christian Allen 1, Twitter, Instagram.
Twitter and Instagram, Christian Allen 1.
Message out to Christian. Get your shirt. Hooligan Ray, our producer, Hooligan producer. Actually, that's not a real one. I don't know if that's gonna get to somewhere, but
She's looking on like, what the hell are
she
you
should-
talking
She's like,
about?
I will stab
we
you.
should make her an Instagram with behind the scenes. But that's another.
She's
time.
like, I will stab you.
Well, we can't use the,
if she
we
said that, I
can't
would
use the
believe
initials BTS because that's gonna like set off the entire Korean
Hey,
pop.
Boosty,
popularity.
Boosty, we're getting some tips on here
from Hannah.
from
Bumble
from a
Boosty.
female at that.
Yeah, that's true.
So you gotta take this double value. It's not just us telling you. She's saying try Bumble, Boosty. All
Bust
right.
down,
I
Boosty,
trust
on her.
Hannah.
I mean,
Hannah's good people.
that's a lead. We got this. I'm with it. That sounds good.
Guys. That was
Lilo's
episode
like, wrap it
Jared
up.
Goff.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap
Jared
it up.
Goff,
Wrap it
Andre
up.
Ethier,
Wrap it
Paulo
up.
Duca, Will
Marcel
Smith,
Dion.
Better wrap that gavel
Marcel
up, B.
Dion.
Thank you guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Another great show. Thank you for everyone in the group
Thank
chat.
you
We
guys so much
appreciate
for
everyone.
tuning in, leaving your comments.
We
We'll be
will
back
see you
next Saturday.
Week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Exactly.
Baseball bat we talk about.
Baseball
We're talking
bat.
about Dodgers, Yankees, and those god-awful
Ooh.
Players Weekend jerseys.
We're actually going to be going up against that. So.
The Yankee game.
No, the game's at 1 o'clock.
Oh,
We'll get
okay.
afterwards. We'll be talking about that game.
Yeah.
Wait, it's a 1 o'clock Saturday game?
Yeah,
All
1
right, I'll see you guys there.
Fox.
Bustos, I'm stealing your tickets.
Dun-dun,
If
dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun,
If Young Metro doesn't
dun-dun,
trust you,
Subscribe to the channel.
Share.
guys.
Share.
Repost.
Thank you,
Tell your
everyone.
friends.
Message us winners.
Message
Exactly.
DJ.
Bye,